Hooray! Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Sahlen's Legacy, and welcome to Perception Studio, if any of you are new. This is week 43, episode 43 of Sahlen's Legacy. We play a little bit of D&D here. It's a live play. Oh, that's me. That's me. That was my sound.
That's you.
That's
Go
me.
on.
Yeah, so we're here to play a little bit of D&D. We've come to the end of a bit of an arc and the beginning of the next arc at this point in this story, which is pretty exciting. So we have we have new horizons to visit, new places to go, and all that stuff.
Would you say we need our horizons to be broadened?
Ooh, baby.
Tell me how.
Well, yeah, we're there now. Let's just do it. So there are ways for those of you in the chat to interact with our story as we continue through the evening. D&D, if you're not familiar, has lots of dice rolls in it, so there are ways that you can affect those for the players, beneficially or otherwise. Yes, sir. Chew.
I was cueing you to change cameras. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that what that was?
I'm tried.
Chew. Hi, everybody. It's this camera now. Hello. I'm Mr. Dan. What's up? Oh, hi.
Idiot.
All right. So there are ways that you all can interact with our story. For $10, you can. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. For $5, you can give any of our players a blessing. A blessing is a D6 roll that they can apply to anything. So that is, they can cash that in for healing. They can use that on a check, on a damage roll, anything they like. They always use it to hit. I've never really seen anyone add it to damage, but they can. They totally can. They just don't.
I forgot we can do that.
Wait, what?
I say it at the beginning of every night
No, you don't.
for over a year. Go back. Go back and watch literally every episode.
You better watch out.
I said anything that involves dice.
Okay.
I will kill.
Okay,
No, I won't.
no,
Hi,
no,
everyone.
I
Welcome
like
to
to live.
Anything.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. Checks and damage.
No, man,
Literally
my-
every
it's
night.
Like, yeah, he does.
Literally every night.
I knew we could
Awesome.
get to heal.
Valen's like, oh shit, now the gauntlet's been thrown. No. 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 Oh, did he just leave? Bye, Art.
Yeah,
Well,
he
see you
got
later.
fed up with our shit.
Bye, Art. Everyone wave goodbye to the guy who's not here anymore.
Yay.
Yay, goodbye. For $10, you can add to the pool of. Good luck with 15. With a pool of, you can add to the pool of rerolls. So that will allow our players to reroll their bad rolls. So say they get a natural 1, this gives them an opportunity to do better. Or if they just miss it, it gives them a second chance, right? For $15, you can give me a beautiful, almost, a DM reroll. So that's a Dungeon Master reroll. Is he yelling at nothing? What is happening? What?
He's taking a photo.
Of him leaving.
Bitch, I don't...
Oh, he's just taking a picture.
Okay, hold on. Let's all pose for Art while he distracts all of us at the door.
And he's locked
He's
out.
locked out.
Idiot.
Sorry, none of you can see how funny this is to me. All right, for $15, you can give me a DM reroll, which allows me to force the players to reroll their good rolls. This banner will be cycling throughout the night to kind of remind you how all that stuff works. Talus, ow! Oh, that's a face. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa.
Tails.
Oh,
Tails.
Well, I know ooh woo, but I don't know oh whoa.
I don't know.
Man, I don't know. I like your name.
I don't know what that means.
For $25, you can drop a character. So you can describe that character. They can be an enemy, an ally, anything in between. Whatever you can describe, we'll throw them in and make them stick. We've had everything from Goofy to a war of horrors. We've had everything. But we've also had lots of characters who have really become ingrained with the story and like the fabric of this world, which has been really fun for all of us, I think, when they get to come in here and live and play.
Yeah.
For $50, you can give our players DM rerolls. It's not, what the fuck is wrong with me? No, you can give our players DM powers. DM powers. So for 1 minute, they can take over the story and say what happens in the scene that they are currently in. They have to describe it in detail. I can't just be like, hey, and then I warp to the end, because we learned. But that's the idea. And at the bottom, you see our goal bar. So every time we hit $100, we're going to have a boss level monster drop. The next $100, we are going to have a what we call Broaden Horizons. So Broaden Horizons will allow, this is the timer for DM powers. That will allow us,
Ooh, what do we got now?
blessings for all. Use them for damage. or just keep the trend going and don't.
Okay.
Thanks,
and
Fallon.
Thank
think
you.
that was for his quote earlier. This is, man, Andre needs to stop letting his HP get so low.
Am I that bad?
So
Yes.
we now have.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you are.
14 out of
We-
66.
We now have 4 group blessings, just so we're aware.
Thank you.
We do?
Right.
Wait, unless
3.
those were
No, those were-
individual blessings.
For everyone.
In which
A
case-
blessing for each of you.
Okay, ignore me
Okay.
and just continue with your Danny.
I usually do.
Oh, what?
Continue with your Dannyisms,
Oh.
your discussion.
No, there's lots of Dannyism. I don't know. Oh, look, a glowy pen. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, fuck. Oh, sorry, Broaden Horizons. So Broaden Horizons allows our players to sort of plant seeds for future storyline stuff. So these can be people that they know. These can be places that they know exist, items that they know exist somewhere in space and time that they can go and find in the future. So it's a way of being like, hey, like we have no solution to this problem. Good thing that I remembered that I have an uncle who, fucking makes horse hooves for
I like that uncle.
things.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, horse hoof uncle. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Quit horsing around. Get back to it.
This is gonna be a night.
Yeah.
We're all loopy. No one slept in days. Yes, and then at 300, if we make it to 300, that will be shit hits the fan, like cataclysmic problem, big issue for the entire party. So this can be a monster. This can be many monsters. This can be something political that changes in the world. All kinds of stuff. So if any of you are new, just this story has been going on for a long time, but we do like to break it down. If you have questions, people in the chat can answer. We're happy to answer as well. We're all here to have a good time and have fun and play with you guys. Also, thank you to Wormwood, who's for sponsoring us. So Wormwood has sent us some lovely dice towers. These are gorgeous. We love them. And if you would like anything from Wormwood on your own, they have dice vaults. They have dice towers, dice trays, personal, and the tabletop size ones. They're all beautiful, gorgeous stuff. They also have some dice and a bunch of other stuff. If you'd like free shipping, use our code Perception at checkout at their site. It helps you out. You get free shipping. It helps them out, and it helps us out a little bit as well. So that would be cool. We are also sponsored by Level Up Dice. We're part of the Diceomancer program. And they're a luxury dice company that uses semi-precious stones and wood and all kinds of super kick-ass materials for these beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
dice.
I am about to buy some.
Yeah.
Like, they're so good. Yeah, the graveyard collection I just discovered.
Oh
It
yes.
looks so
Yeah.
good.
I'm all
And that's
about
affordable, too.
Yeah.
Like, they look amazing, and they're affordable. That's good.
I want the Sylvan Opalite. I will have it. Oh yes, it will be mine. Yeah. And that is that. So let's go down the line. We'll introduce ourselves. We'll catch up on the story, and then we'll get her running. All right.
Excellent.
Excellent. Well, yeah. Start with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're the winner.
You switch the screen. You're responsible now.
That's true. I am Ryan.
Man, I keep thinking that's an old flip phone, but it's your mouse.
No, it's my mouse.
But it looks like
Oh.
It's probably as
I
old
think
as
I
an
thought
flip.
it was a flip. That's
it
a
looks
weird
like an old like Motorola.
Whoa.
It's like an
your
electric
mouth.
shaver.
My mouse can morph. Yeah.
What?
Mighty Morphin Mouses.
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Andre Cabe. I am a death cleric of Cloat.
I poured myself vodka for a reason.
Well, drink it.
Okay, Death Cleric of Cleric.
Of Cleric, yes, I'm a gnome from the Copperforge Mountains. However, the Copperforge Mountains no longer exist, but I'm not really that torn up about it. Most of my family survived, and I really don't care.
Okay.
Death is a state of being, and it just happens. So
Emo cleric.
Bebop, bebop,
Oh
bebop.
my gosh.
I am
You
a
listen to,
I am
like,
an
the
emo
My
cleric.
Chemical Romance of whatever.
Yes.
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 Like whatever bard. It's like,
Oh, good. You're going back on tour. That's exciting.
All right.
Topical.
It is you now.
this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Diva, and I play Starheart. She is the first gnome cleric, but she's significantly less cleric-y than this one. She doesn't believe in any god. She believes in the power of herself. And she's believed in herself so much that she now is convinced she is a queen of her own province and probably a deity. So that's unfolding. When we were talking about the Broaden Horizons, one of the things that I did for the last one was I wanted to have people who followed me. So that's something that will happen at some point. There's
they
minions
just follow?
somewhere.
John JBJ just said
There.
my clerical room.
There it is. I knew there was a joke somewhere. I just could not find it.
And to take a
That's
quick break to clarify, Telepotato Pony, he was Andre Monroth, but using Broaden Horizons, he was able to change his name to Andre Cape to become the son of Andre Cape. So he's now Andre Monroth Cape.
Yes. I kind of
Surprise.
Bent the universe a bit.
Yes. The idea was that when. Oh, thank you for the hosting,
Thank
General
you.
Davis.
Thank you.
But yes, the idea that I had was he took his mother's maiden name to basically just be like, screw you, Dad. And-
How dare.
I'm gonna join a band.
Yeah, do whatever I
I'm
want.
gonna go worship death.
I'm a clerical romance.
Come on.
I'm going on tour.
yeah. All right.
Sorry, we interrupted Starheart.
What?
You
Oh,
know?
I was going to say the only other really important things are she's kind of a thief by nature, was raised by bandits. She's a really bad thief, though, and she drinks a bit.
And drives others to drinking.
Shut up!
Shut up, you're so mean.
Little thing.
Can you coaster me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Oh, great.
He caught
There
it, by the
you go,
way.
man, just-
I play
Oh, they didn't see-
Bo. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just sad. I rarely look cool, and I caught that coaster like a boss, and no one saw it because
Yeah,
on the wrong
yeah,
camera.
it was pretty cool.
Do you want us to?
I saw
In
it.
my teeth. I caught it in my teeth.
Did
on
you
my tongue.
really?
In your Monteith?
That was not.
Oh ho! That's a new one.
Full of jokes.
Whoa!
Throw it.
Never heard that anymore. Nailed it.
Sorry.
No, pass it back.
Now we gotta redo this.
Oh, no.
We gotta redo this so it looks cool. All right,
I don't know,
teeth
you
time.
just stepped on it now. You sure you
No,
want
I
this?
didn't step on it.
Teeth time. Prove it.
We're doing it.
I'm not as good as throwing things.
Then why are you
Just
doing
throw
it?
it really hard.
Right, you chose this.
Really hard at his face.
Oh,
Nailed it.
okay. I lied about catching it with my teeth, but I did catch it with my hand, and it looks super cool. Got it in one. Thanks, Riptide.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
First try.
So good.
Well,
First try.
see you later.
Anyway.
Valen
All
said, I see this episode ending in the ER, and like, you're not wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna take a minute, just not talk about game or anything. The studio is falling apart today.
Yes.
Not to
Yeah.
ruin the beauty that is happening behind us. But as you can tell, the tavern shifted a little bit.
Nope, I can't tell.
You can't. Neither can you, because people don't look to their right, apparently. So this whole wall is a little bit different, if you can't tell. But yeah, because of that painting that was there, it decided to leap to its death while we were doing something right here. We were standing next to it, and it's like, BAM! And exploded. And then something else happened, too. Something else, like, dropped over that way. And something else fell. And then
Yeah.
that kept
Fun.
falling out. And then,
Oh yeah, the light. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been yeah. So I am like on
It was-
edge. I'm waiting for one of these lights to just fucking end me right now.
We need to call the Ghostbusters.
Dude,
Le
what did
Ghostbusters.
Legos.
Ready to call Le Ghostbusters?
Busted the ghosts.
What did you piss off? What did you do?
I mean,
There's
I am-
some bee.
It's the critters. They're coming back
Is
to
it
haunt.
The critters.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Not the
it's
critters.
like the cats. Just,
I'll take the cats. I'm
Cats
fine
and rats.
I would like
Rats and
squirrels.
cats.
Just give me yours.
Back to the game.
Oh,
Sorry,
back to
we're,
where
we're
we
so
were.
good at just hanging
I
out.
know.
Sorry, Boo.
So it's me, Andrew. I'm here. I play Bubo. You can clearly see my name tag behind Sahlen's Legacy logo. It's just kind of Mike Wazowski'd my name there.
There it is. I got you. I got you. You're there.
Oh, hey, look, and you can read it too. Wait, let's position it beautifully.
Yes.
His last name is not Doomeril.
It's not Doomer. There's an and.
Little plus sign, yeah.
Oh, plus like Bubo and Doomeril, because I am a Quailair elf with a heart beast named Doomeril, who's half eagle, half owl, and I'm a ranger and druid as well. I'm a bit druish. And yeah, she'll Mel Brooks for you.
Funny, doesn't look Druish.
And-
Doesn't look druish to me. And what else? What else would you like?
I mean,
What else do you want to know about me?
you have a wonderful visage that has been engraved.
I have many portraits.
Yeah.
Yes, and if my portrait was hanging on the wall, it would not have leapt to its death. Although,
It would have eaten someone.
yeah, probably. And then jumped to its death.
Yes.
So yeah, it's super. Bubo's cool enough to be one of those one-name people. You are right. He does not have a last name.
He is
You don't have a
Cher.
last name, do you?
Boo-boo.
You're just Boobo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I wasn't-
Beyonce.
I wasn't gonna just put
Boobos.
Bubo on a gigantic plaque.
Just
though.
Bubo.
This is-
You should
nah.
just Bubo.
No, you can have
Actually-
Bubo and then like 2 other mini Bubos.
I think his
No,
first
Bubo,
was
Bubo,
his
Bubo.
first name is Just. And his
Just
last name is
Just
Bubo.
Bubo.
Just Bubo.
Boobo with a just.
He's not.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow,
Yeah.
Hearth Singer
That's
Games.
what she said.
Thank you very
her
much.
Stein.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Welcome to the theme.
Hearthsinger. That's a pretty cool name. Hearthsinger.
Bitches gotta
Games.
drink their tea.
They got
Hearthsinger.
to. All right. That's it. It's up
That's
to
it.
you.
That's me. That's me. Hi, I'm the DM. I'm gonna bring this down because I realize it's blocking my face a little bit.
Look in my face.
But I'll put it up there when the timer's being used. All right, so lots of things have happened recently. So we'll continue to catch up after. So Nitsuj and Aura, who were characters who were playing it for a long time and we missed them. They left through a porthole, a literal porthole from a ship that had a mirrored twin on an actual physical ship that had since sunk. They used that to get closer to the middle of the ocean to continue their quest to stop the demon Kelrek, while the party, this half of the party, is now after releasing the god of death, Clote, from his chains. The cultists of Clote are using him. Basically, they have bound him in the underworld and are draining his power for themselves and are trying to master and they're trying to become the new gods of death, essentially. And they're looking for powerful magic users and other such to join their ranks. Andre was invited, decided to think it over while he was thinking. A wonderful merchant.
Carabin.
Yes, Carabin. She was slaughtered in the crossfire.
Bastards.
She ran the Stone Tower, a magical goods shop. Yeah.
And we're gonna take everything.
And that's about where everything is
Yes.
at the moment.
You know that there are police officers in this world?
Are there? Are
Several.
you the DM?
Are you the-
No,
are
it's
you
true.
the- Are you the?
Don't agree with him.
Are you
He's
the
right.
DM? Are you the? Wait, is it the dark of night? Is it the cloak of night right now? The cloak. The
What?
cloak. The cloak. Are we under the guise of night? Is it evening in the game? What time is it? in
What?
the world?
What?
Time is it?
We are continuing the moment after you've now found a
The
severed
moment- it's
head
the
in the
moment
Stone
after.
Tower.
So it's nighttime.
Yes. Oh, so the Stone Tower is a location inside the capital city of the Steamfangs. Steamfangs is a dwarven country, but also this particular mountain is also the capital. So they're currently indoors, underground, but it's well lit. There's like slices through the mountain, so there's some light, that sort of thing. So they can tell night from day from the inside. You've got a dripping head basically on a platter. And Andre, as you finish reading the note,
Oh, yes.
the parchment begins to dissolve into nothingness, and you are left as a group in a room with a headless woman,
Damn it.
and you hear a knock at the door.
Wait, did
Of
we read
course.
the note?
Idiot.
Yeah, it said decide faster, basically.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would.
I would. I did.
Bastard.
There's a knock at the door.
There
Is there a
is-
back door?
Yeah, I would hope so. Ooh,
There is a back door.
there is also a way up.
It's true. The Stone Tower is very tall.
Occupied.
Holy shit.
The
Okay.
knocking gets much louder.
Great.
Really?
It turns into hammering.
I go to
Putting us
the.
in the gate.
I go to the door.
I tell. Is there an exit up and out to
Yes.
the top, or
We blasted it when she thought there was birds.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you
Great.
did blast a hole through the
So
top.
I tell Doomerl to grab the shiniest thing that he sees,
Awesome.
and then to exit out, and I'm gonna head towards the back. I'm going to the back door. That's the only way out. They're gonna think we killed this woman and destroyed her face and put it on a platter. So I'm out. Back door.
Oh, that sounds good. DM, is there anything that looks like the hand of a god in here? By chance?
The hand of a god?
Yeah.
No. No, there's
Because we
not a
need,
hand of
in
a
order
god.
to free Clote, we need the hand of a god or a weapon of a god.
Right.
That's why I'm asking.
The hand.
Yes, you are 100% correct.
What?
Nothing. You're funny.
The thing you need is right there on the shelf. You
I'm
must
just
have.
gonna ask. if
Yes.
there's anything
You know what? Make an
resembling-
investigation check.
I will.
All right, y'all did the murder. Time to do the hobo part. Raid the tower.
17.
17. You do see a hand, a disembodied hand, on a shelf, on a little stump.
Is it like the one from Harry
Stump
Potter?
It is a little gray and worse for wear. It's definitely not live
Yeah, I
anymore.
take it.
Whoa!
Oh!
Lord Fancy, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Lord Fancy. Welcome, friends, to Perception Studio. This is Sahlen's Legacy. We are a live play tabletop RPG, interactive, good stuffs. We're playing D&D 5e. And yeah, we're currently, our friends are about to be trapped and arrested, most likely, because they're alone. You never know. They're alone in a room with a severed head trying to find their way out. Meanwhile, they're also trying to take extra time to steal shit, because that's what people do.
Okay.
I said back door.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's a fancy raid in the chat. Fancy raid. It's a
Fancy
fancy
raid.
raid.
Thank
It's
you.
so fancy in the raid.
this is what I do. I grab the hand, and then like.
Do you bite the hand that feeds you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, but then like I, just imagine if you will like opening like a bag or something and just like shucking everything in as I walk past it, and then but as I'm running to the back, I'm like. That's what I do. You can tell me what I grab later.
I'll also see what happens right now.
Oh, thank you, Lord Fancy. Loves watching us. Lord Fancy loves
thanks,
watching us.
Lord.
Oh,
Glad
thank
I
you
had a
very
chance to
much.
drop a raid. Well, thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll try
Much
to be
appreciated.
extra fancy.
Riptide also says, "Don't eat the hand, Diva.
I'm not
Don't
going to
eat
eat
it."
the hand.
You
I'm
definitely
gonna use
drank the
hand.
acid.
That you did.
Because
You're gonna,
It's in the title.
You take 7 cold damage. A lot of stuff does end up in the bag, but a bottle falls off the shelf, explodes, and just little shards of ice kind of jut into your leg as you're rushing past.
Well,
it slices
Still
through.
hot.
That sucks, but it'll get. Huh?
Is there do I have parchment and stuff to write on me, or is that?
You'd have it available in your bag or whatever.
Or is there?
I would assume as a bounty hunter, you're always ready to write up a contract or something. So I would
Okay.
say you'd have like a pen and
Great.
scroll ready to go.
Great. Okay, go cool.
Yes.
Then I would like to escape out the back door. Whether or not we do that right now, you can tell me. But I want to go out the back door, and then right as I come outside the back, I'd like to begin writing on the parchment.
Mhm.
Do you want to continue with that, or?
I'm gonna see if you make it to the back door first.
Great.
I'm also like hiking it with him. to the
Okay.
back door.
You are slightly behind because you stopped to steal shit.
Yeah.
I ran to
and
see
you're
it.
heading
I'm
up.
following him. I'm following him out and calling back to Starheart, saying, "Leave it. You're just gonna get us in trouble."
Can I have
Thank you
roll
for the follow, Dragon Skeleton.
Can I retroactively roll for stealth?
No,
'Cause I'm doing it.
no
Do it next
retroactive.
time.
I'll do it next time because I remember that I have really
Do
high
it
stealth.
next
I'll
time.
do it next time.
But you definitely are like, I'm in here, so stealth
Yeah,
would have
you
been a
also
fucking
did.
nightmare also.
You can't be stealthy if you start shouting things.
That's true.
Right now we're wanted people.
So they're continuing to hammer on the door. You're hearing at least 2 bodies slam against the door. They're trying to do it in concert, but they're slightly missing each other. Or not missing each other, but like missing synchronicity. So they don't make it through, but at least 2 people are on the other side. You don't hear voices, you just hear urgency of trying to get in. You 2 are headed toward the back. You make it to that back door,
Shit.
and you hear
On the back door.
on the back door.
Wait, who is you two? Us two?
Not
These 2. You're stuck in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, so you're just leaving the front room into that back corridor toward the back room.
I go up.
You go up.
I go up.
Okay, so the way up, you're gonna go up the ladder that was on the wheels that she
Okay.
was climbing before,
Okay.
and then you
So
get
where's
on
the
top
ladder?
of the bookshelves.
Okay.
You walk around, and there's another small ladder that will lead you up to like basically like a loft, which is where she sleeps and eats and all that
No,
stuff.
where's the explosion? Up.
Higher than that, so it's the ceiling of that loft is what is now
Okay.
missing. So you can
I-
see through the top. It's just gonna take you a little bit to get up
I
that way.
am hoofing it.
Yep.
To there.
Yep.
Stealthily, I might add.
I propose just
All right,
letting
now make a
ourselves
stealth
be
check.
caught.
I have an idea.
Oh yes.
I have an
12.
idea. Wait.
12. Okay.
Do I have time to have a conversation with Andre before they enter? And
You got a few
am
seconds.
I able to tell that?
You got a few seconds, yeah. Because they're also actually, we'll see exactly how much time you have. Do. Same thing. Gugum, gugum, gugum.
Okay. I think we should just shout that the store's been robbed, and the ones that are captured outside that I handcuffed to the gate. So we'll just say there was a robbery. We'll shout that there's a robbery, but the guys that robbed are outside, chained to the gate, because we caught the robbers.
Right. And
Do you think that'll work?
how do we explain the severed head?
I didn't think that far.
Do I hear this? I'm too high.
No, you're like, yeah. Again, more shit's just falling off the shelves as you're going.
It's either that or we climb.
I
Ladders are
think I'm
swinging around.
grabbing stuff.
Very well. Start climbing.
Oh, start climbing.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20 for you and grabbing shit on this level, so that's good for me to know.
Okay, so I grab more shit. I'll just write that down too.
Uh-huh.
More. Like
Put a little plus next to that and remind me later.
Okay, plus. I'm putting a big plus.
Catch the cat.
As we're starting to head
we
up,
start to climb.
Mm-hmm.
I cast gentle repose on the body that remains of the person.
Oh.
I mean, the severed head looks a little more peaceful.
I would, if I wasn't in danger of being like caught badly, I would have like performed a ceremony and
Right.
buried it.
Oh,
But,
absolutely.
Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is all I can do.
Yeah, but yeah, so Carabin, I mean, her face does seem to relax. Whatever rigor was there is
Yeah.
no longer. It's just
Yeah.
a peaceful face. You don't see the body. You're not
That's
quite
weird.
sure where that landed.
I take the head with me.
Okay.
Deep questions.
Oh,
No, wait, you don't. I don't see the body, right?
You do not see the body.
yeah.
Wait, is there blood like
Like, is
like
there
a
like
trail of blood? Like if you took
Think
the head,
about
would
it.
it be dripping?
Think about it. If they catch you with the head, you're done.
You don't have a lot of time to think about it. You're taking the head or not.
Oh, fuck. But just looking around immediately, there's no body.
There's no body.
Fuck. Because fuck. Fuck.
Roll for it.
Yep.
That's smart. That's smart.
I'm taking the head with me.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, you
a terrible idea.
You have. I love that you're like general repose. Now give me your fucking head. And so her face is all serene and her jaw's like like slapping around. You got her by the hair. So you have this dwarf woman's head by the hair in your hand, and you're
Well,
heading up as well.
In my box of holding.
Oh, you put it in the box that
Yeah.
you just bought,
Yeah.
or that she gave you. You got the box.
The seaman.
The seaman gave it.
The man that came
He gave it up.
randomly
Oh,
and
yes,
gave us
yes.
the box.
Yes.
Or his
yes.
friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or his
Or
friend.
first mate.
First mate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what his name is, but that guy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was Grabby. That was Grabby.
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 Grab me.
So
Wait,
awesome.
where's Jeb?
Huh?
Where's Jeb?
Where is Jeb? He was with you, right?
Yeah.
No, wait, didn't he go inside that monster thing?
He did, but he
Punch
came back out.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
but
right,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
here.
He noped it
'cause
up.
He dove inside the monster thing, so
He
he's...
did, but he's probably still
outside, though,
outside.
right?
He's
Yeah.
probably watching over the guys
Okay, great.
that
Okay,
you locked
so,
up.
so
Great.
he's there.
Okay. So, Andre, you're headed up after Starheart, and you're still headed to the back door, or you're all heading up? You're all heading up.
Yeah, I followed him.
Okay. Here's what's
Headed
going
up.
to happen. Oh.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh, no.
Both doors splinter open at the same time. You hear the armor clanking of guards, and you also hear, well, you don't hear, but from looking down from your angle at the loft, you see basically backup of the thieves. So they had a second group coming to go and steal shit. So they're now meeting in the middle.
With the guards?
Oh.
Yeah, so
there's
the
guards
guards are
and
coming to
thieves.
arrest whatever was
Okay.
happening, and now these guys were still coming in to steal shit. They didn't
From
know
the
each
other
other.
side.
were coming.
I'm glad we went up.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's the death of my parents all over again. We're caught in the middle between two factions. Two warring factions.
Oh no. I mean, criminals in the law.
Oh.
So they're so basically the guards. They look, they see blood, they see chaos, and
They see thieves.
you hear the their flintlocks going because this is the Steam Fangs and they do not fuck around. So they are they're about to shoot these people.
And those are our people's guns, right? My people. My
Steam
flint.
Fangs.
No, Steam Fangs, dwarves.
Same things.
Flint.
Dwarves,
Oh,
you're right.
flintlock. Flint.
Flintlock. You are Flintborn.
I am flintlock.
Let's see what happens.
And how much do we have left to run?
You could make it out while this is happening.
Done.
All right.
Yep.
You make it outside. You hear several gunshots. Just
Yeah.
bam, bam,
I really couldn't care less about
and bodies slump.
what's happening inside as long as we're not there.
Sure, sure.
Can I? Do I see those? Can I see the thieves from where I am up there?
Inside or outside?
Are you still in?
Like,
Because if you
okay, I went-
if you're on the outside, like, if you're where they are, you cannot. But if you're still inside and haven't left
So-
it, you can.
how I'm envisioning this, and let me know if I'm wrong. So there's the blast through the roof,
Mm.
and if I perch over, if I'm outside, but I perch over, can I see
Yeah.
Down?
Yeah, because it's like it's directly above that main desk.
And how many feet down is that, would you say?
About 50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
this is a very tall, narrow tower.
No kidding.
tower.
Okay. In that case, I won't do what I was going to do.
Good call. Good call.
I was going to cast blindness on the thieves, but I'm too far away.
Ah, yes.
When you peek down, those thieves are all dead. And from the ridge at the top of the building, when you're looking down, you can see they're starting to remove the people that you chained up to the gate. You see Jeb kind of like,
These are bad guys. It wasn't me, it was them.
He's kind of like,
Skeleton.
he tries to like whistle and walk away, but he can't whistle because he doesn't have lips.
Clank, clank, clank,
Yeah.
clank, clank, clank.
And he kind of fucks off.
So good. So good.
Brovathian of the Broshan!
Bro, what up, Broshan? Brovathian. Wow, such a fun name.
All right, so you all are here.
Okay, so we made it out.
Yes. And as all this kind of chaos is happening, they start pulling out those bodies, but then you kind of hear, whose blood is that? That's not from us. That's cold. Who's been shot? Who's where's Caravan? Where's Caravan? And they're all kind of frantic because everybody knows everybody in this particular part of town,
Right.
especially the
Just throw her head back.
That is not polite.
Just put it in the loft. Throw it back in the loft.
You stole a head?
I got frustrated and I didn't want to be caught with it.
So you
But now you have it, so you'll be caught with it.
that makes no sense.
Look, we'll take it to someone we trust. I think they might be able to at least scry with it or something. Maybe they can see what happened to her. Oh dear.
What happened?
Restarting computer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Stop it from doing things.
Oh wait, it's something else. I think we're okay. That's low disk space.
Oh, that's great.
That's also bad.
Also
it's also bad. But it's not as dire as what we thought was happening. Hi friends, how are you?
It's the haunting of
Yeah,
whatever is
The haunting of Perception Studio.
Yeah.
The very mild haunting of Perception
Oh,
Studio.
hey, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's so much condensation on my coaster that my coaster is stuck to my mug.
Oh, proud of you. That's cool.
Riptide says sew her mouth shut so she can't spill the tea.
Why would you say that?
Not you.
Not you, the dead head.
The head.
Oh, sorry, I also have tea and I have a mouth. You
He
know,
didn't
so
mean-
it
mean
makes
he didn't.
I wasn't sure about the second
He
one,
didn't
but
mean
thank you
the
for telling me
literal
about
tea,
it.
but okay.
Science!
Keep going.
Oh, she says not you. I love you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so he's figuring stuff out. I'll be here. Well, at this point, basically more and more guards start to gather while you are all kind of like cooped up at the top of this tower. More people are coming in and out. You have some sort of, they bring in a local scryer to kind of like test the blood, and they're able to confirm that yes, this was a violent murder. Yes, Carabin is deceased. This is her blood, but where is she?
Why'd you take the head?
And you, it's not far. I can sense it. It's still in the mountain.
Fuck.
Idiot.
Chuck it! Just chuck it!
We'll rope him into this in a moment.
You could just yell at me what you do, and I can.
All right,
Cool.
that's fixed.
We good?
Yeah, I just freed up some spice.
Yay!
The
studio is okay
Saw
for
notifications,
now.
like, no!
So
Okay.
so you just heard the thing about.
Oh
They can
yes.
sense
Oh,
the
of
head.
course.
So what's she gonna do there?
So the top part that's blown out is just the loft where her bed is, right?
It's the roof of that. So it is the top of the tower, and basically it's like there's that blast hole here,
Yeah.
and then there's like so think of it like kind of like Death Star cookie cutter. So there's like a circle, but then this circle here is where the blast is, so you can stand on this part without being seen. It's sort of like a rampart.
Okay.
Is there a way down?
Not a convenient one.
What if
course
we
not.
say, oh, continue?
Yes. I am going to just put the head back on her bed that's there.
Yes, I told you. Put it in
I'm
the loft.
I'm going to put it back.
So you're gonna have to go back into the building in order to do this.
You can't just toss it from the roof.
Are you gonna?
Talk to Star.
You can chuck. You can try to chuck it onto the bed if you don't want to
It's not
re-enter the
gonna
building.
go well.
Do
I
it.
would like to do that.
That's
Yay!
not gonna go
Do
well.
it.
Performance check, please.
Oh, I'm so
Meanwhile,
very
I would like to
sorry.
get my rope ready so I can
What's
descend
your
the tower.
performance? What's your? Or you could have.
I would like to get my
Lois
rope
throw it.
out and ready and tie it off so I can descend the tower.
Perfect.
What's your performance at? +1.
No, it's his. He's making the throw.
Performance is a -1.
Make that roll,
Okay,
baby.
I have a +1 if you want.
And don't we have some blessings?
Oh,
and
I've got also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blessings of my own.
Okay.
So I
throw
can
the-
make
throw
it
the
work.
dice. Okay.
All right.
One.
Seven.
Fuck.
Oh God.
I've never wanted one so bad in my life.
12,
Go
13,
Oh my god, you got your rope.
15,
Oh.
17. Hey!
What do you got? 20
That
now.
was a 6. So high. Very high.
23.
So anyone wondering what was just happening? He was just cashing in a bunch of blessings at once to make this work out
Not
in his
for his
favor.
health, but so he
No.
could throw
Yeah.
a severed
Not to
head
heal, he's
back
okay.
on the bed.
Because I panicked, and this is what it cost me to fix
you
my
didn't
mistake.
Want to ask Starheart what she
It's better.
thinks we should have done, so I had an idea. We could have made money.
To sell the head or something?
No, all we would have had to do is be like, "Hey, we found someone who's been murdered. We would like a reward, please."
That's not how this works.
How that works.
They'll think you murdered her.
Well, good thing we didn't talk to me.
So you grip the head by the hair and kind of like a sling. Yeah, you get a bit of get some speed going, and it's like blood's kind of like
Oh
Ew,
god.
ew,
like
that's
sprinkler.
so disgusting.
and then you like
Why?
dip your arm under the cutout of the rooftop, and it just like head over head.
Oh, no.
It like hits the backboard of the bed, but it gets her like right in sort of the ponytail, and then she kind of like does one forward like lap, and it looks like she's resting peacefully in the bed,
Aw.
but because like the neck, like the way it rolls, the neck kind of slides under the comforter,
Ah!
and she's just like, and you hear, I sent it. It's back. It's here. It's in the building.
We need to go.
Upstairs.
Oh, I know. I tied the rope off. Down the rope.
We all head down the road.
We go. We're going.
All right.
So as they come up, we go down the rope.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll see if anyone sees you. Nobody does.
No.
So yeah, you guys
Oh my
like
God.
as they're going, up into the bedroom area. While the scryer and these other folks are doing that, you guys are like avoiding slipping on the blood that's kind of splattered everywhere. You made it down to the back. Where do you go next?
Where'd the map
Court?
go? Oh my gosh.
Get me up.
Quartz?
Get me up. I can get the map.
Back to quartz, and just so we can let this blow over a little bit.
Yeah, and I'd like to jump in the hot tubs.
To blow over.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
I've been wounded.
damaged myself.
You should roll it the other way.
So you can read it.
Well, how?
So,
They can read it? They
so
can't
no,
read it.
you should roll it the other way so then it stays
Oh,
open. on the side
unroll
that we-
it and
Okay.
re-roll it that way.
But next time. That's a next time thing.
everybody.
Oh, it's lovely.
Super enjoying it.
You.
Yeah. Back to the quartz.
All
Because
right.
we're not right
Quartz.
next to it. So
Yeah.
we'd like to head back into the quartz. Is
So-
there like a back entrance into our room?
Into your room? No, because you're on like
Just the resort.
Yeah, it's like the loft. So you have to go to like the front desk and like greet the people and all this stuff. And but you do it. I'm gonna roll for this as well because you'll have like a little bit of like blood spray on.
Right,
you.
like,
Like, just
that's-
a little
that's-
bit.
and no, but that's what I'm asking because
Yeah.
we're coming from the stone tower. Is there like a back entrance to?
I feel
to
like
the
they would
resort.
be used to us being covered in gore at this point.
Yeah, I mean not a back entrance. You actually have to go the long way around because everyone who's just charged the stone tower is coming from between quartz and the stone tower.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna go around those gates, and the nice thing is those stairs are gonna block you nicely.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna go like above the Great Forge,
guess
below
we'll
those
go that
steps.
way.
You go in the front. But the nice thing is the loft where you guys were is a separate building, and quartz is just like he's basically
Yeah.
it's like you are VIPs no matter what, you're gonna be let in. So they let you in.
Okay.
A couple sideways glances. Obviously they notice, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna say anything because
And
they value their
On the way
jobs
by,
a
I
lot.
go, sorry, giants here.
And they're like, actually, deception check. What happened?
You made it worse by screaming.
Sorry, I thought that was my tea.
Sorry,
Which is
ears,
over
ears.
there, Sorry.
Also
Sorry.
microphone dead.
Sorry.
Actually, no, wait. Giant's ear is the Grim Duckling is the
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
bar, right?
So sorry.
Grim Duckling is a bar.
Giant's
Giant's Ear is a
Ear.
bar.
Oh, Giant's ear
Yeah.
is a bar. Yeah.
yeah,
Giant's
they're
ear.
all inns.
Everyone will be
What
There's
did you
plenty
say? Oh, deception.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super not good at that. This will be fun.
Okay. Well, if you want your drink back.
9.
Yeah, they do not believe you at all. They're like,
Giant's ear, you know, it's Giant's ear.
let us know if you need anything. Hey.
Clean towels, maybe?
Right. Let's send up linens. So yeah, you all get washed up again. The baths here do their healing goodness and everything. But you
Long rest.
yes.
Long. Ooh,
Right?
that's fantastic.
Long rest for
It depends what you're trying to do next.
Okay, so
They have a scryer on their team. There's a very good chance that they can link what was happening to you. This is more information for Andre because you would know these things.
I feel that either we need to immediately go tell someone what has transpired, or we need to get out of town.
Oh, so we just go up to a cop and we're like, hey, so we found a head and then we decided to play basketball with it and then we threw it back on the bed, but we did
and
like
we
a
nailed
really
it
good shot.
in the net.
So
Yeah.
what you're
like
saying
swish.
is that we should leave town.
No,
I didn't say that.
I don't think so.
All
Is
right.
that necessary?
Hey guys, what the hell happened?
Stuff.
Stuff.
He definitely tried to kidnap a severed head.
I've been there, buddy.
We
been there.
almost got caught
Yeah.
by the gods.
Ooh.
And,
Oh, that's what that was about.
And they're
Right.
able to sense that we are here.
Well, that we're involved.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
really?
At least we've.
you could
touched
try
it.
telling the truth.
That's what I was.
To the king.
Oh,
We're friends with him.
To the king!
Yeah.
We're friends with him.
I was not here for that, but okay.
We're friends with the king.
We're friends with the king.
Then,
We're like buddies. We go way back.
Yeah,
Should
no,
we
we're like this.
go see the king then?
Oh, I think so.
Hey, oui.
What happened?
Because who doesn't
Dinuccio, thank you for the
the
donation. Because who doesn't need a redo sometimes? Can't wait to play with y'all again. Dino! Hey, Dino!
Oh, you know, thank you.
So
I
that's,
need,
I'm guessing
I
that's
need-
a group?
I need
Yeah.
lots of
We got 2
redos.
now.
Make that 2.
I need a redo, all the redos.
Yay, rerolls. Thanks, sir.
Sorry. So do we want to...
If you're bored, come over.
There's
chairs.
There's a seat.
I can send a message to the king.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can do the thing, and
Yeah.
great. I'm gonna jump in the hot tub real quick because
Yeah.
I need it.
Short rest it then. So you
Short
take a little
rest.
time to gather your stuff, but you don't have enough time for like a full night's rest or anything.
Yeah.
While this shit's going on.
So I'll spend some. Do we spend hit dice then?
There's a button for it on D&D Beyond.
Right.
Yeah. Just
Alright.
do the thing.
I don't
However
understand
you
the
do.
thing.
I don't get it.
If I wasn't in pajamas.
So you say
It's
which
cool.
how many dice
Enjoy
you're
your
actually going to
pajamas.
spend, and then it will roll them for you.
How many dice do
And
I
so, or
spend?
could I reset
How many do
maximum
you need
HP?
to heal up for?
And a lot. A bit.
Not much.
Two,
So
3. Take
so you do a
rest.
D8. You do it. Yeah.
I'm
This is
resting.
new to me. I've
It's
never seen
thinking.
this before.
I usually
Um,
just hit the button. I don't know. No, you just, yeah.
It didn't give me any
See
help.
if they recover.
Oh.
Right?
Screw that.
Yeah, just hit the
taking
button.
It, yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
it'll-
you know what? I think it's just so it counts
Alright.
how many you've used, and you
Wait, they
roll
didn't.
them personally.
Ah.
That's how it works.
Well,
Whatever. That's
well.
okay. While. Okay, I'm gonna send a message to the king, and I'm
So
gonna
you found
see
your hit die?
what I looted.
You roll that.
Clicks.
Okay. All right. So the first batch of things you
Do
looted.
you want me to send a message to the king first, or just loot first?
That's up to you. What do you want to do first?
D&D Beyond is being dumb. I'll see what I looted first. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That didn't help.
So that sounds like a very Starheart thing. You went trick or treating. You want to see your candy.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So the first thing you pull out of your bag
Mhm.
is a D&D.
It's not letting me heal for anything. This means so dumb.
Did you roll your dice?
Ooh.
Tap it, and then you would apply.
Oh my god!
So how many dice do you can use?
I'll use 3. I mean, why can't I?
So yeah,
Use
roll
one
3.
to six.
Well, it's also
Like that at all.
Which ones? These.
It's the pointy.
These ones. Okay. Ah!
Yeah.
14, 15. Okay.
There is a small clay sculpture
Small clay sculpture.
of a man, about an eighth the height of an actual of a person, but the detail is incredible. He has a small hat, finery that is slightly outdated by about 100 years. He seems to be armed. He seems to be gentlemanly, but it's that's the thing. You also have.
That doesn't take care of spell slots either.
What do I
No,
still
not a short
have?
rest.
There is a medallion that you have that seems to have a bunch of shifting lines on it. So it looks like it's etched, but when you focus on the etching, where those lines are constantly shifting to reflect where you are in space. And
Like
there's
a compass?
sort of, but very flat. So think like just like one sheet of like brass, and then it's sort of like it's just etched in like a maze.
Okay.
And there's a faint blue line that no matter where you turn right now, it is pointing south with a thin blue glowing line,
Okay.
like around current obstacles and stuff. So you can see the stone tower, you can see all this stuff. And as you like focus and say like you were thinking about going, thinking about like a wider space, it's like instead of just the steam fangs, you can kind of like zoom out your brain. The etching in the disc changes.
But it's still always pointing south.
Up until a point. If you zoom back far enough, it seems to stop around where Copperforge once set.
Okay.
That's cool. Are you still going?
Yeah. So this is the end of the first batch. You have there are two mirrors kind of tied together, but as you look into one, you see what the other one is reflecting, and vice versa. So it's sort of like a window. Show me the girl. That sort of situation.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thought I told you never to go in there. What I do?
Do you have any idea what you could have done? All right, and now for your super cool.
My super glue?
Super cool.
Oh, yeah, no, my super cool stuff. I mean, not 20 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm basically Belle now.
Bell? Oh.
Yeah.
Or are you beast?
I got.
Because you have the mirror.
No.
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 Stop it.
Hello, Courage Pack Gaming. This is our human D&D
Yes,
night.
and we have different camera angles.
Yes.
Hello.
Ooh, all the
Oh.
angles.
Oh,
I'm really tall.
players. Yeah, for that shot, you're really tall.
Danny's huge.
I'm huge. Ooh. You find
Sorry.
an amulet.
Okay. Don't even an amulet, okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little amulet. It's silver. You notice that the chain makes no noise when you jingle it.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Jingle, jingle,
Go on. You don't say.
No, that's done. Do this one.
I'm going to cast investigation on that one.
Yep.
Ooh. A metal arrow.
Arrow?
Black in color. And you also get...
And
You
Krima
get-
for Starheart.
You get a puppy.
No.
Oh, dang.
Wrong answer.
You have another item at the end of a chain. An iron ball at the end of a chain.
A flail.
No.
No.
Just an end of a chain. Very small.
Oh.
It's like a
A
little
monkey
tiny
ball.
wrecking ball sort of looking thing.
Monkey fist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're not sure what that does yet.
Chinese fireball.
Cool. Yeah, that's what you have.
Ooh.
One of those items is really fucking cool.
Which one?
I won't tell you.
Haha.
I'm going
Ha-ha.
to cast investigate on some stuff later is what I'm going to
That's
do.
fine.
And then I send a message to King Thrun.
Yes.
Okay,
One,
I'm ready to send my message.
a three.
Hey, Mr. King, it's Starheart. We. Witness Carabin's murder.
I hope he can read inflection.
Caught some bad guys. Might be on the run. Help, please. Love you. Bye.
Okay.
Starheart.
Where is everyone in the loft right now?
I probably would have just been meditating.
I'm in the tub.
I'm lording over my loot. Like probably on my bed, like, you know, kind of like the raiding money, but with the loot.
So while you're digging through your pile of shit, there's also a bunch of bottles, so you can kind of add to your mystery potion stuff.
How many? Just a bunch.
We'll say a bunch for now. I'll let you
Okay.
know when they're
Bunch of
gone.
new potions.
Yes, unlabeled, no fucking clue, because you just whoosh, blindly put them in your bag.
Yeah.
They were labeled on the shelf, but
Right. Yeah, and since she died, her anti-theft magic wore off.
bad security.
I mean, when you're dead, who cares?
Also true.
Okay, so what?
So as you're kind of like lording over all of your stuff and picking things up and kind of like clinking shit together, whatever you're doing with your things, you just hear directly behind you. Is all that yours?
Wait, do I recognize this voice?
It's the king.
Oh,
Oh. Yep.
I heard you got into a bit of trouble. If you'd like to tell me a little bit more about it. But I'm fairly certain these items don't belong to you. He says it, but he's got sort of like a playful glint in his eye, like he really doesn't give a shit.
Well, how far back do you want to go? Because, I mean, I was raised by some bandits, so this is really a way
No,
of
like, literally
honoring
just tell
my
him what happened.
heritage.
Just
I like that
tell
this is still from the bathtub for you. Like, ah!
just tell him.
Okay, so Carabin, we met up with Carabin, and she said she was in some trouble. So we said, oh my gosh, what's the trouble? And she said, there are these thievy people, and they're evil, and can you make them die, please? Or, you know, stop them. So we said,
Those are
okay.
two very different things, but go on.
So anyway, we said, okay, and we didn't want to kill them, so we chained them up, and then we went back to tell Carabin that we chained them up, and then we found Carabin's head, and we're like, oh no, it's a head! So then Andre was like, well, I'm gonna go with the head, so he grabs the head, but then he's like, hot potato, I don't want the head, so he chucks the head on the bed, and then the head gets like a good night's sleep, but then the guards are like, oh no, there's a head, and then the people, and there's the scryer, and the scryer might have scried us, and I don't quite understand that, but I'm pretty sure he can read our minds now, so I don't know, do I need to give this back?
Why don't you keep it? It's not going to do Carabin any more good. But try not to steal as your first instinct when running away after a murder, perhaps?
He's got a point.
And as
a
I
realization,
stop meditating and walk in the room, it's like, that's what I tried to tell her.
Me too.
believe you
As
both.
I,
Stole
as I
her
walk in with the
head.
robe open, I
I
can like
didn't
slowly close
want
it.
them to think the wrong thing.
So yeah, so now there is a like 50-50 likelihood that someone thinks we murdered her,
Yeah.
even though we didn't. So
Oh, you should tell him about the note that you saw.
oh, there was a note.
Not
What,
you.
what note?
I have a note. Let me see it.
Earlier this morning, a gentleman, well, I went to see if I could communicate with my god. And I was joined by a fellow devote, I thought. However, he tricked me in meeting with him at the barracks later. It turns out that he was one of the cultists that we've been searching for. So I met with him. He tried to persuade me to join their ranks. And when I did not give him an answer, when we all met back together at the Stone Fangs. Or not the Stone Fangs, the Stone Tower. I'm sorry. We all found Carabin's head on a platter, right there, waiting for us, and all the goods that we had dealt with. And a note saying, "Decide faster."
Do you have this note now? You might be able to track him.
I wish it
Yeah,
dissolved
kinda
in my hands.
disappeared.
Sounds convenient.
So now they think that we are going to kill her, and we, as you know, we have better things to do.
What did the writing look like?
Handwriting?
Wow, that is
Well,
so specific.
I'd be willing to help you. Now, the law here operates a little bit differently than... I do rule over everything, but I also have to answer for every decision that I make. So unless I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you did not murder Kerubin, I can do what I can. But what would you ask of me?
Give us time to prove that we didn't. I honestly...
We shouldn't have anything to prove. We've got things to do.
If you'd like, we could just leave.
I can give you about 6 hours. Wrap up any business you may have here in in Steam Fangs. Any of your Copperforgian friends are currently here, but they might be moving on soon, so you never know.
Very well. I appreciate that. I think that might be all that we could ask for at this time.
Right, I'll busy them. Now, these men who came to storm the area, what became of them?
Well, while we were leaving, flustered as we were, the thieves, the ones that we were able to catch, we chained them to the outside of the tower. But a backup unit seemed to have burst through the back door while we were leaving, and the guards clashed with them and pretty much destroyed themselves.
They're from the pond quarter, and one of them had a minotaur piercing and some owl tattoos on his face, and the other one had some druid tattoos on his person.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they'll answer for their crimes, but I don't know if murder is exactly what it should be. In the meantime, however, here's how I'll buy you time. Step to me, and he brings out his hand and he just kind of grabs each of your heads one at a time. I've released your link to that head and the location. A scryer will eventually be able to bridge the gap between events and people, but it'll take them time. They'll be confused for some time. So, get to it.
Thank you.
See you to my kingdom.
Question for Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Who are all the Copperforgians here?
Anyone who's on the road with you. So that's, your cousin Klaxon, Fizzbinkle,
Gosh, names I haven't heard in weeks.
Queen Gerta Sleekrun
know.
is still here. Jarrett Valmir should still be here.
Is like all the Minotaur, or is
Yeah, they're still here.
Greyflower and stuff?
Yeah, Greyflower and the Ironhorn are still present. They would probably be staying over at the... Oh, crap. What do I call it? At Gurnall's Quench, which is sort of like affordable. It's like the Motel 6 of this place.
If you would be so kind, when enough of a investigation has taken place that clears our names, if even possible, let us
I'll
know.
absolutely let you know when you can return. You'd be a welcome guest in my halls, but I understand you don't have time to
In
lose.
your
Excuse me, what?
Halls.
What?
Long, tall building.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
I did too.
I thought we'd be a welcome guest.
He turns on his heel and disappears.
Thank
Thank you for the cheers.
Thank you for the cheers, Lexion.
Sorry, it took me a second.
Keep going.
Wow.
It's what makes this good.
I want to.
See, Riptide. Riptide's on board.
Oh boy.
Can
Okay,
I?
I wasn't the only one.
Wait, is Thrawn gone now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
damn it! I wanted to ask him something. Okay.
You can chase
made
after
fun of his
him.
accent.
I didn't make my. I just said what? Because I want to let I want to let like
Family
either
members.
either
Yeah.
Clack or Greyflower know. I can't do like a 3-way call. Can I?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't think there was like a.
I mean, you also know where they're staying, so you don't have to call. You have a few hours to get done what you need to get done. So if you need to see them both, you could be like, hey, I need to see you. Hey, I need to see you.
Okay,
Or
I
hey, I
also
need to see
feel
you
like we
both.
need to,
Gather
like,
him. We'll meet
yeah.
up, whatever. So if you have specific plans of what you like to do, just say those things, and we should be able to play out each of these moments.
Great. I would like to see what shiny thing Doomerl found on his way out of the tower.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yeah. I would. Yeah. So you want to do that?
Sure. This won't take long. So Doomerl comes in clutched in his claw, a blinding orb, to the point where you can't look directly at it without harming your vision.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Can I wrap it in something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So then that way it can be
Yeah.
transportable.
Some of the extra towels that they brought in for you to wash
The
off your
clean
blood.
linens!
Yeah, the clean linens. You bind it up and then you get some twine around it so it doesn't slip. But it is as bright as the sun, and it is in a glass orb.
Can I investigate that?
Sure.
To see if I know maybe what it
Enforce
is?
the worst.
Oh, great. Investigation's garbage. Here we go. I don't know what it is.
It is as bright as the sun.
Yeah, it is. Bright sun!
Bright suns. Bright suns.
Bright suns!
Just nod. It'll make them happy.
You should say that a roll call. Great. Awesome. Do you guys know what you want to do yet? Or just
Yes,
think
I
about
do.
stuff?
Like,
I
yes,
have-
God.
Oh my god.
I kind of
Yes,
have
God.
An idea. How many times can I investigate something?
I mean, if it's the same object, I'm going to say
if it's
once.
a couple different objects.
Yeah, you can investigate each
Okay.
object. If you like.
Because there's a couple things I would like to investigate, and I also want to like I would like to see Greyflower and Co. and Clack like at once, if possible.
Investigate and do all those things at the same time? Or
Uh,
investigate and then do those things?
Investigate.
Okay.
And then do
So let's investigate your items,
Okay.
and then we'll go to Andre, and then we'll come back to you for that moment.
And then I've got
Okay.
more questions.
Yes,
I
yes.
would like to investigate.
Who was that?
That was me. I'd like to investigate my noiseless chain amulet,
All right.
the metal arrow,
Yes.
and the tiny wrecking ball thingy.
Perfect.
I investigate those.
All right. Roll a d20 for each of them, but keep track of which one is which item.
Okay.
Are you casting this or is?
I'm rolling.
Just investigation, but
Oh.
does she have? Yeah. So
Okay.
it's just a check.
I don't have it.
So which item is this?
This is item amulet. Oh man, this is gonna be really crappy.
Oh, 19. Less
19.
crappy.
So you are in the middle of telling Jeb a story that he doesn't necessarily want to hear, but he's just so happy to be alive. He's like, yeah. And as you start talking, you're kind of fiddling with it, and the second it goes around your neck, you cannot make any noise. You are completely silent. You're still trying to talk. Your vocal cords, as far as you know, are still vibrating as you speak, but no sound escapes your mouth. When you take it off, you're able to speak again.
Whoa. Sorry.
Shut up, Starheart.
Okay, you can talk now. Okay, that's real cool. Does Jeb say anything?
He actually looks up when you stop talking because he like was listening to you, and then he starts kind of like drifting to the floor. Yeah. You stop talking. Huh? You take it off. You start talking again. Yeah.
That much.
He's a dead guy.
Not that much.
Okay, the metal black arrow.
Yes.
Whoa.
In the box.
What's in the box?
Oh.
6.
You have no idea.
Okay, I figured.
But I will say, even though you don't know its purpose or its intent, I mean, obviously it's an arrow. It's made of what feels to be iron, but it also feels brittle. You start to bend it, and you can hear it start to kind of crack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all you know. I am not giving you anything else for that.
If I touch the tip,
No, like the
Just the tip? Yeah. touch
the
it, yeah.
arrow.
Uh-huh.
Was that salient part always lifted up? Are those the friends?
Oh my God, Diva.
Sorry.
Back in. Come back.
If I
I
Yoo-halloo!
like spindle wheel it?
I'm sorry?
You know, like Sleeping Beauty. If I
Listen,
touch
you-
the
Oh.
tip of the.
Does it prick me? Is it dull? Does it
How
wound
hard
me?
are you pressing against?
Like
It is very sharp.
okay.
So anything you okay.
I just
I'm
wanted
gonna say
know if
you're
there's
gently
anything.
doing this. So as you press against it, you realize how sharp it is. You know
Yeah.
that if you continue to push,
Mhm.
that it would probably cut you. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to know if there's like any poison in it or something, but this is not a good way to find out. So I stop.
Okay.
And then I cast. I investigate the tiny wrecking ball thing.
mm-hmm.
That was bad.
That was a bad. There are rerolls.
There is.
Mhm.
I
There's
don't wanna
two.
use
You can use those.
Really?
If you want to.
Wait, we have
You
one.
can also use it on the arrow. I will allow that if you would like.
Do we want to use it?
Who's we? Do you?
It's a group reroll.
Mm.
No, all rerolls are always from a pool. If you need to use it, use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I want to reroll.
Yeah.
You seem to be okay.
You.
How do you feel about the arrow, Danny? What about the
I'm indifferent about all this shit. It's what you do with it that matters to me.
Okay, I think I got more of a read on the arrow. What about you?
I wasn't paying
He's
attention.
got a poker face.
Okay, I
You don't know.
arrow.
Poker face. I barely even know her face.
15.
15. This is for the arrow.
Unless it's
That's what
for
you
the
said.
ball- yeah, for the arrow.
Yeah.
It's for the arrow.
You remember hearing tales when you were a child about a worshiper of Gernal who was obsessed with making perfect weapons, perfect, efficient weapons. He became something of a legend. He ran a coup for a few years. He took over the mountain. This was even while King Thrun was alive. Thrun ran from this man. Because of the items that he was able to build. All of his weapons were always black like this, and they were always brittle like this. But the one thing that made his weapons stand apart were the fact that were this to be plunged into an enemy, it guarantees their death.
I'm guessing a 6 just looked like a tiny wrecking ball.
It's cute.
I mean, I could put a plus on that. That's not going to give me enough. Okay,
Hmm.
it's cute.
So yeah, you don't know what it does, but when you kind of jingle it around, it doesn't fall straight. It always seems to be pointing somewhere, but it's hard to say where exactly. It's kind of like boop, boop as you kind of walk around, boop. But you don't know why, and I'm not gonna tell you. So
Okay. That's great.
anything else before we cut to Andre?
You wanted to send a message to someone to get all your peoples together.
I figured I'd just go.
Yeah,
go there.
we'll say
okay.
you've messaged them. When we come back to you, you'll all be together, and we can just have those conversations.
Fair enough. I go to visit my father.
All right. You find him in the gardens, which are to the west of the forge, and there's an alcove for each of the gods here, and you find him at Ludwin's, I believe. Do 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 do. He's standing a little bit less stolidly than you remember. He's bearing his age in a different way than the last time you saw him.
Yeah. Father, sorry to interrupt if I was,
She's always there.
Yes. I don't have much time. I'm going to be leaving the Steam Fangs.
What have you done now?
Nothing that I've done. But, the world outside is catching up to us.
Yes, best you go then. Don't need another mountain on your conscience.
I can't say that what Aura did was good, but it was the right thing to do.
Are we getting into the philosophy of things now? Is effective the same as good, son? I could wipe out half of this mountain myself with my bare hands if I so chose it. Would it be right because I could? I'm not here to yell at you.
And I didn't come for a lecture. I needed your advice. Even after Mom passed, your words were still respected by my ears, even if I didn't show it.
I appreciate that, son. I apologize for my acerbic nature. I am not as healthy as I was.
I see the effects of late. It's not bearing well on you. I apologize.
Thank you. Now, what do you need? What do you need of me?
Just whether I have this idea, whether it should be sought through. I was recently asked, as you know, we have a series of cultists that are trying to lay waste to Clote and take his power. Well, they came to me. They wanted me to join them. When I refused, they left a calling card saying that mostly those who I've met or cared about most likely are in danger. And
Consequences continue.
yes. The only thing I could think of now is running from the problem or involving myself enough that I can at least be on the inside when things go down.
Well, son, this is less a question for me and more a question for yourself. Do you trust your own resolve? If you go in, can you pull yourself out? You used to worship Luidwin with me, and then you chose to go to Clote. You chose to worship death, darker powers. And now you want to walk freely into darker powers.
I don't want what they want to give me.
What happens when they start asking things of you? How far are you willing to protect the visage of yourself in their ranks? Kill a person here or there? Kill a village? Resurrect? Create abominations? Where do you draw the line? These are not questions for me. These are questions for yourself. Son, I do not agree with most things that you have done in this life, but you have much time left to fix them. And if you believe that in doing this you will succeed, then you have my blessing, whatever that's worth. But if you can find another way, a safer way, a way in the path of light, you know my answer.
Of course. I think I just needed someone else to remind me. He spoke to me.
With words.
Haltingly, but they were there. I went to the tree. He asked me to. And he only was able to say 3 words to me while I was there. It was break my chains.
Then you must do it. Clote is not my god, but he is yours. And if he speaks to you directly, that is not a light thing. Answer the call. Do what you must. Hurt the fewest.
Yes. I wish you could see how I see death.
Soon enough, probably.
Not in that way. It's not darkness. If anything, it's the purest light that one could have. It's a passing. It's a blessing, really.
I'll let you know when you join me. Best of luck to you, son. If there's anything else I can do for you,
You've been of great help. Thank you.
be well.
As you.
Woo woo.
Storytelling.
Woo, woo. Okay.
Who we at now?
My people.
Oh, yes. So you have beep-a-boo, ba-ba. So Greyflower is with you, and Clack, correct? All right.
Yeah, because I'm not really buddies with Jared.
No, nobody really is. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I know. If it was Hush,
He's
I would
a
talk
powerful
to Hush,
asshole.
but Hush isn't here.
He's in the mountain.
You talked to
Y'all
him.
chatted with him before. Remember that time?
Damn it.
You were
I
there?
should've sent him I sent him a quick
There's this
message.
great show called Sahlen's Legacy.
Okay. You know what?
Seen it?
Shut your face.
You watched it?
I'm gonna send.
They had a painting on the wall. It was real cool.
I'm gonna send him a quick message because I wish I could have looped him in.
All right, we'll
So-
just say you did.
Okay.
So you have Hush, Greyflower, and your cousin, your little broken cousin Clack with his new legs.
Okay, so
I guess less broken now.
I go to Clack first, and, like talk to him separately.
Okay.
Hey, so I have to go for a bit.
Where are you
I-
going, cousin?
Well, I don't know. See, we're kind of on the run because something happened, and I know, don't look at me like that. I didn't kill anybody, but someone thinks we might have. So we are trying to figure that out.
I understand. But
Yeah.
I'll be here, and if I'm not here, I'll find you. Flintborns don't give up easy.
There.
I show my bracelet.
Yeah, he does the same.
Okay, bye. And then to the other. Sorry,
Deuces.
Sorry.
Well, see you
I
later.
have more pressing questions.
Sure.
Okay, to Greyflower
Yeah.
and
This is for me. This is just a great image. So it's Hush and Greyflower sitting at a table together.
yeah.
Awesome. So Eel is out of the bottle
Oh,
because he's in a
yay.
private establishment now. So
Okay.
Eel, his ghost heart beast, is just kind of slinking around the entire room, just taking in everything. It's more like it's like a light breeze, and when it touches you, it's kind of cool and kind of chill, but not uncomfortable. And he kind of like sniffs up to you as well. Continues along his way, little billows of ethereal smoke behind him.
I like
Long mustache dragging. And you see Greyflower completely freaked the fuck out by Hush. Because he's like a plains minotaur. He spends his days outside eating fruit and vegetables, and there's this scary ass assassin man sitting next to him. Quiet, I know. So they're just kind of like, he's kind of like,
Poor Minidad.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hush, this is Greyflower. My dad. Greyflower, this is Hush. He won't hurt you.
an absolute pleasure. No guarantees, of course. You never know when someone wants to put out a hit. That was a joke. I'm not good at jokes.
Aw.
And Greyflower's just, ha ha. Thank you for the follow, Vertiloth26.
Ooh, thank you.
So, long story short, we have to leave town for a while. I didn't do anything that would upset anybody. It's
I don't
just-
believe you, my dear, but I do wish you well. It's been very nice to see you again since you left home.
I did beef some stuff.
Oh, what'd you get away with?
So, I'm trying to figure out what this is.
And I show him the iron ball, the wrecking ball.
Do you know what that is?
No.
He reaches into his pockets and he pulls out a silver and a gold coin, and the ball goes whoom, and starts just like pointing toward the gold coin. He hides the gold coin and whoom, it starts pointing to the silver coin. That will show you the most valuable thing that you can anywhere you are.
Starheart's just like, yeah.
I used to have one of those. Someone broke my nose to take it.
Oh.
That bandit's way.
Nah. Checks out.
I agree.
No.
This is accurate.
Yeah. So if anyone like in conversation says something like, "Oh, that's Starheart. Yeah, she cut off a woman's head," be like, "No, she would never do that." So yeah, someone thinks.
Would you?
No. No.
Okay. Okay.
Suit yourself.
I believe you.
I mean, would you?
No, but I get queasy around too much blood.
I
We
mean-
more intimidate and then take.
Yeah. No. Murder bad, steal good.
That's my girl.
I'm just like glowing under the frame.
Hush, goodness.
And what exactly do you need me here for?
Well, I figured you might know about this little tiny wrecking ball, but if Greyflower knew too, then he knows now too. But I like you and your eel friend, so I thought I'd let you know that I be leaving for a bit.
You message me nearly daily. I can't get away from what you're doing.
Do not
My dear.
daily. No, it's like monthly at most.
At any rate, if you don't need my services, or if you don't need me for any future endeavors, I do have some things to take care of. Business has been picking up in the steam fangs.
Ooh, yeah, go do your murderating, but no head.
It's a
cutting
service.
off.
What?
I'm looking to Greyflower, but no head cutting.
Yeah, Greyflower's like, wait, what? did you just encourage him to go and murder?
Not exactly.
Do you murder?
I encouraged him to be
Do you partake in the murder?
prosperous with his profession.
Assassin.
See, I didn't say that. I just said prosperous with his profession.
I was the head of the Assassin's Guild in Copperforge.
Well,
Successful for almost a millennia.
He's very proud of himself. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
I am the one who nerds. You've come to the right
That's
place.
pretty good.
Yes. Nerd with us.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool.
Sorry,
Awesome.
I should just drag you over here. Greyflower helped me.
I don't know if you got my calls, Hush, but all right, where are we at now?
Great. I'd like to do some things on my own as well. First off, I would like to look through my bag of goodies that I have. I have a small brass horn. Can I investigate that? Or do I
Yes.
know what that is?
Yeah, you can investigate it.
13.
Yeah, you start messing with it, and you realize when you put the horn, you kind of like try to blow it first, you, like
Yeah.
shake it a little bit, but when you put it to your ear, you are able to hear way more than normal. You can hear like what's going on the other side of the walls. You can hear what's going on in the next apartment. And it's a very intimate argument between a couple who are having a very rough time right now. But it is basically able to boost your hearing ability.
Great. Thought so.
Dear.
And then I had my two gifts. I think the two gifts from Carbon were the armor potion and the alchemist ring.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right? Yeah, going back on that. I can't remember what that armor potion was. It was something to fortify my leather armor, I think.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, it was able to basically give your leather armor the properties of something made of metal.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's going to boost your armor class
Okay,
a little bit,
um,
but you get to keep your movement and ability.
So does
what's
that is
Sorry, I keep going. I have a question.
Sure.
is that a permanent stat increase?
Yeah,
is
as long as it's that armor that you're wearing, yes.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
can apply
It'll
it
be
to
like
that armor.
yeah, like +2 to your AC.
Okay, great. And do I know that right off the bat then?
Yeah, you
Great,
find like a
then
little
I
label
will
with instructions.
Drink it.
No, you're supposed to rub it on
No,
the
I'm
leather.
gonna- No, I'm not.
By all means.
Rub it on
leather
the-
conditioner.
Fine. You
Yeah,
said
yeah, it's a leather
potion.
conditioner, but
Okay,
yeah.
you shouldn't have said potion because potion makes me want to drink it.
Yeah, I would have drunk it too. I
Yes.
still would have drank it.
Okay.
You fortify your leather skin.
Right. Okay.
You dry out and
Well,
then
you're.
Is that an additional magic bonus to it then? Is
Magic.
that will that do the effect,
I-
or just override AC?
I'll just override AC.
2 points, you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little harder to hit.
Oh, not 2.
Done. Dead.
No,
All part of the plan.
Do you have your question? Because you can ask that
Yeah,
one.
one of the. You just jogged my memory.
Jog.
With Carabin, one of the things that I was going to get from her after we got the ruffians was
Oh, yeah,
a
the
tiny
discount.
coin of illusion / mimicry.
Yes.
Did I get that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you found that on the. We'll just say you found it on the desk. You knew where it was. You knew exactly where she left it, so you picked that up. And we talked through how that works, right?
What, I put it in my mouth and I become an object?
Yeah,
inanimate
you swallow it and you become an inanimate object
Oh yeah, and then
that blends into whatever space you're
And you
currently
said I can recover it, should I so choose.
in the natural sense. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how badly I need it.
I also have an alchemist ring, and I don't recall what that one was exactly.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then I picked up that steam fang crossbow.
Yes.
So can we stat that when you have a sec?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Well,
forgot
if
that.
we don't have to do all that now.
So the only thing that makes that different from a normal crossbow is that you get 2 bolts out in one shot.
Ooh.
That's nice.
But everything else stays the same stats wise.
Do I have bolts for that? Or do I need to go
Yeah,
for
it's
some?
still it's fully stocked. That guy didn't have a chance to use it. But yeah, it uses regular crossbow bolts. It's basically just like this feat of dwarven engineering that allows it to just it loads 2 and just.
Great.
Gotta love those dwarves.
They all the best, aren't they?
Oh boy.
Question.
I found it.
Hey!
Okay, great.
Cool. Actually, investigate that for me because if I didn't tell you, then you don't know.
Great, a 4.
Great.
You're not sure, but it doesn't seem dangerous.
Super generic. I mean, can
Waka
I wear it?
Yeah, it's a ring.
And then I will wear it.
You wear it.
And
Nothing happens to you.
Great.
Immediately.
Yet.
Boo-ha-ha.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. Great. That's what I had.
Did you take the hand?
Yeah.
Defeat
You did take the hand. Perfect.
I poke at it.
Do you high five it?
You poke at it, it falls off the stand, and you realize it's been hollowed out. So it's just the skin of the hand.
I look inside.
It's empty.
Oh. What kind of skin is it? Like, is it like flaky?
Human or quai, you would guess. But no, I mean it's leathery. It was made from a person's skin, but it's hollow like a glove.
No. If I investigate it, does a 10 tell me anything?
No.
Can I put it on like a glove?
Yes. Okay, you put it on like a glove. You are now. So the second you put it on, what are you doing with your hand?
Putting on a glove.
Once you put the glove on, what do you do with your hand?
I want to look at it. See
Okay.
if it.
As you do that, you look up, and you notice that, in sync with where your fingers are, much wider spaced apart, digs are starting to happen. Like scrapes are happening in the ceiling above you. So.
Like, if I do this, then it does that.
You do this, and a vase knocks off of a counter across from you.
Huh.
Okay.
We're not there. You can destroy the room if you'd like.
No, I'm thinking about if someone angers me from afar, I can bitch slap them.
Oh.
Vertilat
like with the
says, if I know
magnitude.
anything about D&D, it's always put your hand in strange things. As in life.
Always.
Okay, so,
Good to know.
and then I take it off.
Take it off.
No, I just.
Hooray. All right.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Would that be a heavy crossbow or a light crossbow?
That would be a heavy crossbow.
Great.
This is heavy,
Can
man.
add that.
It is very heavy. But it looks boss.
Great Scott.
So, would you say the hand, how would you describe that? It's like a
The hand of bitch
telekinesis
slapper.
kind of thing?
Not enough details yet. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
have to-
trying to think how would I would write that down, what that does.
Remember.
It's like a mirroring of what I'm doing.
There you go. I would write it like that. At this point, that's what you know. Hooray. Back the story.
It
Movement.
allows you to
Forward
reach out
momentum.
and touch someone.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Great job.
We needed to do this. I'm happy that people know what they have. But don't forget, friends, you can always fuck with this game. You can drop monsters. You can drop enemies for $25. You can add rerolls to our players for $10. The pool of rerolls. You can also give them blessings for $5, which allows them to apply a D6 to anything. That is checks. That is damage. That is healing. Anything where dice are used, they can use that D6 for that moment.
Wait, we can damage?
Oh my
Get
god.
out of here.
I'm kidding.
You
Get
better.
out.
For $50, you can give them 1 minute of DM powers where they can say what happens within this scene. And then our gold bar at the bottom will tell you what happens at that point. So every time we hit 100, a monster will drop. And that is a boss level monster that could easily wipe this party. So they have to think quickly and on their feet while this thing comes out of nowhere and tries to murder them. 200, other stuff happens. We'll talk about that again when we get there. Cool. Let's get back to it.
Let's peace.
We all meeting back up at Quartz? Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Or, like a tavern.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Everyone take care of their last.
Yeah, I got stuff.
Perfect.
Do we need to talk to anybody?
I think.
Where
Where you guys going?
What? I don't know. I was about to ask the same thing. What are we doing?
Well, we have. Clues.
Aura's not here anymore, so I have no clue what's going on. Yeah, I know. She escaped through the wet porthole or
She's
something.
not dead.
Yeah, but she's not
just
here.
Not here.
So I have no clue what's happening.
I honestly,
What's next on the agenda?
We're running.
I don't know. I was making you guys eggs till you came back.
Eggs?
Eggs?
Oh, wait, over easy?
Yeah?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Wait, how many?
2 for you, 2 for you,
That's
and
perfect.
2 for you.
Oh, I like it. Eggs are good.
And 1 for me for show. And he just kind of like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
And I feed it to Doomerall.
Does that give us any health eating the eggs?
Get in the
They're
tub
high in
if you need
protein.
help.
Okay, I'm good. Okay.
Strip down now.
No.
Well, all right then.
So we
But we'd have clues. We know where we're at least.
Blues
headed.
Clues?
Wow.
Get out of here.
We were told, at least from what Aura was able to figure out before she left, that there is a remnant of a Sawlight out in the wastes that will point us in the right direction.
What?
There's a holy person. Okay,
You want me to read it?
no, I have it written down.
Okay.
So I grab like a piece of paper that I've scribbled on.
As we all do.
So, holy person, sun, woman, holy person, kin of the sun. I mean, that's redundant, but yeah. His daughter rests in the deadlands of the swords of ice, so might want to bring a jacket. It didn't say that. I just added that because it says ice.
Oh my
Her
god.
remains
Your
away
notes
in
are
the
in
good-
Starheart. That is.
That's adorable.
Her remains,
At least she takes notes.
her remains away in the good garden housed in stone. I mean, there's a garden here, but it's also not in the deadlands. And then it says, her hand shall guide you.
Right.
And I make this gesture. So where are the deadlands? Do we have you know?
Anybody got a map?
No, what are those things called? Like at malls.
A directory.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We have that.
A Sol rectory?
No, we have that. The map.
The map. Where are the Deadlands from where we are? Like,
North.
is that like
North.
quite a jog?
It's not particularly far. So the other side of the Steam Fangs Mountains, so the Steam Fangs cross from west to east across the entire continent.
Okay.
North of that, that is the Glasslands, also known as the Deadlands. It is a frozen wasteland. That is where the Quailem went to die, the banished elves. That's where they're forced to go.
What?
Aura says hi and has no sympathy for non-note takers.
I'm taking. I'm taking. I know.
Rude.
Wait. Can you zoom in on me, please? I
Sure.
want to show her. Okay, so for you, I now have a Dungeons and Dragons notebook, and then I am taking duteous notes.
Duteous?
Duteous?
Studious.
She said duty.
Duty.
It's
I'm
true.
taking some good notes.
It's true,
guys.
the
I'm
vo-
taking good notes.
The vacuum of note taking has forced a panic in all players to take better notes.
But yeah, so I'm taking
Yes.
notes.
Awesome.
Dungeons and Dag runs.
Negrons.
So I think we should as Aura's apprentice, I think we should go to the Deadlands, but first we should get a parka.
I agree. We need to outfit ourselves for the conditions we're gonna face.
And where do we go for that?
The Parka Palace.
The Parka Palace. Please tell me there's a Parka Palace.
Oh, if only we had made it to Broaden Horizons. There is not a Parka Palace. No, sir.
I want a Parka Palace so bad right now.
It's the
There are clothiers here, though. So south of the Great Forge, those are smaller markets. They're less specific and less like huge than some of the other places.
Wait, is there like a clothier who's like specializes in chilly weather, like a
Yeah.
cold ear?
Oh my god.
That was really embarrassing.
Awful.
So yeah, you here's the problem. If you're gonna go shopping, you gotta kind of duck your heads a bit because Scry Guy's still out there.
Right.
Scry Guy.
I think we only need to go to one place just to make sure we're not gonna freeze to death.
Okay. So yeah, you head to the market and you do see someone who is selling very fine coats for frozen travel. Although they're still designed for this side of the mountain because nobody goes north of the mountain because that would be crazy.
Well,
I buy 2 of them and over. Excuse me.
Yes, hello.
Hi. We're needing to venture onto the other side of the mountain, and we.
Well, that's stupid.
I don't disagree, but adventure calls.
Adventures out there.
You just like dying then. It sounds fun.
Go on
Favorite person.
as you leave.
I'm getting water.
Anyway,
Yes, what are you looking for?
the warmest thing you have.
The warmest thing
Yes,
I
we need
have is a
warm
fire. Ah!
That won't help us. We need warm clothing.
Oh, yes. Well, I specialize in cloaks and long coats and very nice warm pants.
to go somewhere else.
What kind of warm? I'm staying
No,
here.
sir, trust me, I can strike you the best bargain. My name is Hebo Duckfoot.
What?
Hebo Duckfoot.
Hebo?
Hebo.
Hello, Hebo. I'm Bubo.
Hello, Boobo. I'm Hebo Duckfoot.
Yes, Bubo and Hebo.
An absolute pleasure.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Duckfoot, yes.
We should be a team.
I agree.
oh wait, no,
Bubo
okay.
and Hebo.
I wanna like, I don't know if I need to roll for something. Like, is he hitting on him?
No,
I just want to know.
I'm just friendly.
He's not hitting me at all. We're just talking. We're conversation.
What?
Hebo.
Hebo Duckfoot.
Clothing.
At your service.
A fun dungeon.
I need warm pants.
I have those.
And I also need a warm cloak.
I have several of those.
Right. Okay. What do they look like?
Pants and cloaks. Here, listen. I mean, look.
I'm listening. Do they sound great?
So he pulls out racks from he's got this giant sort of wardrobe thing set up, and he swings the doors open, and as the doors open, it's got more crazy, this is Copperforgian tech. So it starts to sort of unfold in these racks, So there's pants on this side, cloaks in the center, and coats on the other side. And the pants come in all sorts of
Sizes?
Yes, sizes, yes, and colors. So the leather's been dyed in various colors. So there's purple, there's green, there's all sorts of basically any type of colored leather you can think of. He has it, and it's all padded on the inside with this wool of a very special kind of sheep boar that lives out here, and it is local to this area.
Yeah, it's the Pants Palace.
Does it?
How did you know, Ketra?
Does it come in black?
Oh my
Do
Of
you,
course it comes in black.
do you have anything that will make me look really good? I mean, look at me already. I
Oh,
already look-
sir, I know exactly what you need.
I have just the thing. I know how to do
He pulls out this tape measure, which is just it's shimmery, yeah, and yeah, there's
Oh, you're going to look so splendid. So
Oh, I
splendid,
can't
tell
wait.
you.
Make me splendid.
So he
Boobo,
takes
you
note
remember,
of.
we can't make anything custom. We only have so much time.
Leave time for me too.
Yeah, we've got 4 hours.
4 hours? Oh, that's no time at all. I'm quite quick at my services.
Thank you for that. Here, Andre, you're gonna need this while you're traveling. Start Boobo. Yay! A blessing for Andre.
Thank you. A blessing. And Andre's like, yeah, because he used all of them.
No, I've got
to
3
toss.
left.
He used all of them
Well,
to
now I
toss
have
the
3.
severed head onto a bed.
It was worth it.
All right, back to business.
All right.
I have a brilliant green slim pant for you, and now it's extra padded, but you can't tell because it's all compressed, you see. You'll never feel the cold.
Excellent.
I mean, maybe up there you will, but you won't die.
Well,
I
I,
think-
I don't want to die. You think?
I've never been up there. I'm not stupid. No offense, sir.
Yeah, neither am I.
Why?
But I want to be warm and look fabulous.
Well, these pants are going to make your caboose just shine.
Oh, which part is that?
Just whoosh. That part.
Roll for hotness.
Hebo Duckfoot is a 9.
And he looks amazing.
Yeah, he's got this like silver. He's got silver hair. It's like a full-on like bouffant, like rockabilly, like huge, like updo. And, like his sleeves are all rolled up. He's got tape measures and pins everywhere, and
Is
he's
he a
just ready to
dwarf?
go. He is a dwarf,
Then,
but he is very slim for a dwarf. Like his
Ah.
shoulders are not broad at all.
Interesting.
and as he does that, I manage to strike my portrait pose. That's in all of my portraits. And then my teeth are like. Ding. You know.
He disappears into his wardrobe, and you just like you see him just throwing all this shit out, and he's like, "I know!" And he just dresses you on the spot. So you're in this striped. Thank you for the sub, Dice Barbarian. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, thank you,
Appreciate
Dice
the-
Barbarian.
Appreciate the support. So he just like basically like in the public of the square, he just like rips your clothes off, and oh no, he doesn't. He puts it on top. But so it's like purple and green like V'd leather, like these kind of like chevrons going down the legs, and then the coat that he puts you in goes up the legs. So it's sort of this diamond shape that radiates across the whole thing all the way down the sleeves as well. So and it's polished leather. It's super warm. Like you're starting to sweat in here because it's a comfortable temperature in the mountain. But you are, it is perfectly trim. Like it has tails, but it doesn't look ridiculous for a coat. And when he drapes the cloak on you, like there is no wind, but it's still like flapping behind you like a cape.
Oh,
There it is.
this
Perfect.
is it.
It's perfect.
I need a new portrait in this. As he continues to
The
strike his
winter
pose.
boobo.
The winter boobo.
Like a boobo cat.
So I'll take it.
Fabulous. That would be 564 gold.
Excuse me.
564 gold.
One more time.
564
Right. Right.
gold.
That's a lot.
Well, yes, this is the finest thing I own, only for the greatest poseur in all of the steampunks.
Oh, I see.
You can't tell me that a physique like yours does not deserve such a thing. Look at this man!
He like calls a crowd, brings him in.
Here.
Look at this wonderful, beautiful
You
cry!
just hear the cups come down from all the people.
Let's see how well it does.
Wait, don't we?
They're like, oh! The dwarves are just having a field day. Like they don't see Kwai that often, and you just look ravishing in your winter wear.
Don't we want to be keeping a low profile right now?
Why?
So,
Why?
can
why
you
is it gotta
pay
be-
me or not?
Oh, right. I mean, do you have like a parting gift?
Parting you?
Yeah. So I mean, I know normally when you spend this much money at a fine establishment,
Oh.
there's something that comes
Tell you
along with
what,
it.
tell you what, I will dress the
Just-
little one for free.
Oh.
Gnomes, I can make their clothes out of scrap. You look fabulous, but I'm just saying I don't need as much.
Thank you.
I can pat it. Yes, there's two of you now. Sorry, half off.
Half off. Right.
Yes, half off,
Excellent.
but I'll use the fabric of one of you to make two of them. Yeah?
Oh, I see. Great.
Do you want to be matching, or do you want to have something special for everyone?
I mean, if it's remnants from you.
Well, no, not necessarily his. I mean, that's scraps from all of these.
Oh,
Gestures
I
like,
see.
oh, you
I
said
see.
you wanted something in black. I got black.
Well, Monsieur Duckfoot.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Well, I would like to look like basically the queen of the
Sheba.
Deadlands.
You'd like to look like a corpse?
No,
Yes. Yes, make her look like a corpse.
I want to look regal and radiant and amazing, but also cozy, but like emphasis on the magical sparkliness, amazingness. With like maybe there can be like a stash for like a flask stash.
That's that, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, what color is all of that?
What color do you think it is?
I have a sort of a pearlescent cream. It's sort of a cream base with a little bit of a silver sparkle. Well, that sounds reasonable.
Snow
You
bunny
look
outfit.
disgusted when you're saying that.
No, no, I'm just
This is a
thinking.
gross
I
color.
have to go through my entire stores while I'm doing this sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Oh, my favorite. Payment, please. Payment,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
And
How
I'll
much
fix
was
you all up. 564 gold, please.
Yes.
Oh,
All
did you
right.
say I was your favorite?
Did I?
Oh, I thought you did.
I think it was his favorite thing to do.
Oh, yes. Dealer's choice is my
Yes.
favorite, but you're special.
And then I do the same thing to him. Like,
No.
like swats you away.
no,
Thank you,
like not
though.
on him, but like no, like from afar.
Oh,
Like,
like
I
a
thought
little-
he was doing that like.
Oh no, he
pointing
full on
you.
like booped you.
Oh,
Is it like
I scrunched my
a
nose.
maker's mark so I can tell people who made this?
Oh,
Oh, they know.
absolutely. No, look.
And he like folds back your coat, and there's like a little duck footprint, like embossed
Oh,
in the
that's
leather on the inside.
cute.
Excellent.
There's a duck foot on everything here.
All right.
Tell your friends.
So-
Send them to me. Heather Duckfoot.
Your coin.
Good. Thank
Did you pay
you.
for
Thank you.
all of it?
No.
Paid for
No,
his.
My
for
part.
his. So and we. So,
If you're a bit short.
yes.
Yeah, yours is half off, so you pay him.
So we're
Or yours is full price.
They want me to say
Mine's-
cream again.
no.
Like a nice
You
cream.
and I are
That's
splitting
fine.
the remainder.
It's just
Give
like-
me my money, please.
oh yeah.
Give the man what he's owed.
How
Sorry.
much?
I know it's
You're making
uncouth to ask for money so directly,
no.
but
I want to see I want to see it on first.
Okay, so he
Like I don't want to pay till I have my.
yeah, so he runs to the back, and yeah, it's just it is as he said, a sort of it's a very like light kind of cream color, a little bit of ivory in it, but laid in with all the materials on this leather. There's a sheen to it and a sparkle. There's like silver dust kind of in the grooves and in the recesses of this leather. It kind of bows out, so it comes in at the waist, and the leather coat portion kind of sticks out like a.
Okay, so
And it
it's a
cuts.
full.
Yeah, it doesn't continue down to the bottom of your legs. It just kind of like sticks out like a nice kind of like frock. I don't know, close.
Okay, I know.
Um,
It's
Yeah.
I don't know, close.
No, I don't close.
it's got like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it looks nice, and then there are pants that sort of go with it, and they billow out a little bit, kind of like bloomer style, but they look nice, and they kind of like boop,
Bloomer style, like bell bottoms.
bloomer.
Okay, bloomer. Okay.
But yeah, like they're very kind of like cozy. So that was the blanket portion of your description, like the cozy part. So like all the flashes on the top half, all the comforts on the pants, and then yours, you look like
I ask him to
Like a
embroider the
dead
eye
raccoon.
across the chest.
Okay, yes, I hate to ask, but that might cost a little bit extra, especially as there is a pressing for time.
Sure. Yes.
Wonderful,
I
wonderful.
appreciate that.
You should give him a pop of color.
Pop of color?
Yes, because he's so sad inside.
What color do you think would go good with black?
I mean, you could do all the colors, or like something vibrant and shiny.
make a persuasion check.
$19.
Uh,
Sorry, buddy.
I didn't hear it. I reveled.
I know you did. Gorgeous.
It was a what?
19.
19. He gives you a little wink, and he's just like,
You're gonna make him feel so much better and give him so much vibrancy in his gray life.
Wonderful, wonderful. Give me just come back in an hour, please.
Ow!
Yes. Come back in an hour. I'll finish everything. You're all paid up? No? Yes? No?
Not quite.
Pay me?
Oh, wait, you didn't say how much I owe you.
The remainder, whatever he paid.
What did you pay?
What'd you pay?
Well, he would have paid 230. Nope. 200 and... Yes, 32. You pay
So-
the rest.
232 divided by 2.
No. The total was 564.
So 564.
Wait, Danny,
minus
how much do we
232.
have?
564 total. I mathed wrong. 564 divided by 2.
Right. 56. Okay. 564 divided by 2. 282.
That's what we each owe.
No.
No.
He already paid 282.
He paid half.
So
and
divide that by
we-
Between the two of you, you pay the other half.
You're fine.
141.
141.
Okay,
There we
let's do
are.
that. Okay. There you go.
I can afford that.
We all can afford that. Let's be honest.
I mean, no.
Did you not get the platinum?
No.
Where were you?
Not there.
Oh.
He did not
man.
get paid.
You don't have money or health. What's wrong with you?
I have some money. I'm fine.
So how much can you give us?
What?
Pay me,
Put
please.
money in his hand.
Thank you.
Oh, fine.
Mark your money missing.
It will be ready in exactly 1 hour. Please come back as soon as humanly possible. Hello, Duckfoot, tell your friends.
And he like bangs the wardrobe and it like it rotates, it slams in, and he like right before it closes shut, he does like a little spin and closes himself inside. You can hear him working away inside of his little shop.
This is my favorite NPC ever. Oh my gosh.
Well, since we have the hour, where should we hide?
Should we drink?
It's not keeping the most low profile.
If we
where were
drink
you?
in secret?
Hebo?
Bo was
That
in the
was Hebo.
stalls.
So below the forge, he's one of those. He's that top one right below the
I
forge.
see. Right there.
That's his shop.
Should we just?
Just hang around the area for an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's gonna hang in the market.
What else can we shop for in the market?
What are you
Let's
looking
shop
for?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Erwin buying.
Stupid.
Someone said I
You wanna
thought
buy
I
some
should
death
enter the moon
sticks?
dress again. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing if I have my moon dress on and then this jacket, I will look like I came off of a freaking runway.
Well, we should ask the chat what we should buy.
Yeah. Hey, chat.
what
We
do
have
I
an
need?
hour. What should we do?
What should we buy in
Or
the
buy.
marketplace?
Or
There's
buy.
things to buy.
Or what havoc should we wreak in the market?
No havoc.
Oh,
I will
you
not
should
allow
try to
it.
steal something. Is what should happen.
Oh no.
Well, I have a +8 for stealth.
Yeah. And. Oh, thanks for the bits and the cheers.
Thank you for the cheers,
Thank
Dice
you.
Barbarian.
Thank you,
Much
Dice
appreciated.
Barbarian.
Go to a
Cheers.
petting zoo.
Petting zoo.
Go to a. Are there any petting zoos in this
Or
marketplace?
pets. People said pets and petting zoo.
Maybe.
Yes.
There are pets.
Fucking petting zoo here.
There's a petting zoo.
You can play a
Alright.
tabletop game inside the tabletop game.
No.
Nope.
It's too meta.
Too meta.
All right. Where are the pets?
The petting zoo will be
By the gardens?
yeah by the gardens by the royal gardens. So
Ketra says we'll just steal all the animals again.
Oh no.
All right.
so you go to
What?
fucking petting.
What? Pets? All for sale.
Wait, are we going to a petting zoo?
It's
I will
there.
follow you. But
Okay.
like,
I need to get food for Doomaroo.
Then do that.
You find that this petting zoo has been newly opened, and it contains all of the animals that you all saved from being eaten. So they're all in their own little like terrariums and stuff, being taken care of. But their water is clean. They're
Yeah.
comfortable. They have toys. Like they're having fun. So like,
Do
this little
they
furry octopus with like a
recognize
rattle and like a little like plastic sword, like just banging on shit.
That's adorable.
Do they recognize us?
Yeah, the octopus is like,
Well, this is creepy. I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah.
at least we can see evidence of a little bit of.
Riptide says it should be a reverse petting zoo where the animals pet you.
Oh my god, yes. Sorry.
Hey, you like to pet animals, don't you?
Also someone,
I'm good. I've seen enough. And I just got back up.
someone asked if we should get practical.
Yeah, I was just gonna
like,
say,
like,
can
that's
do
smart.
we have knowledge of the place that we're going to visit?
That's it. Or
What's it
the
called?
Glasslands.
Glasslands. Yeah. Do we know how much do we know about it?
You actually know quite a bit about the Glasslands.
What do I
This
know?
so this is a cursed place for your people.
Mm-hmm.
This outdates you, and you've been alive for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the Glasslands are where the Kwai force their banished to go. They curse them so that anytime they are able to move, they must force themselves to move north until they reach the Glasslands.
So my question is, what I know of the Glasslands, factual or is it stuff that's possibly made up from stories that I've heard about it.
It is, you know it's possible and you know it's real. Up until recently, you knew that it was, like you knew it as a myth, like a boogeyman story. Because you just assumed like, okay, they're banished. They just left the country. It's not a big deal. But when you met the
Quailam.
Yeah, the Quailam, the first Quailam. One of them came back to life and was like, "Yeah, nope, shit's real. Also, I'm alive again. Gotta go." So you realize that it is entirely factual. And so, but you also learn that there is a culture of Quailam surviving out there. So these criminals, these enemies of state, are all living there in a colony, or whoever is able to survive the journey, and using those waymarker stones along the way in order to survive. So someone either sacrifices themselves or someone commits a murder in order to no longer be affected by the cold. So that is what Aura successfully, though accidentally, did to herself. So she could comfortably survive the Glasslands, but she is not with you. But I mean, this is the best prep that you can do from this place, because they know better than to go up that way. You know that, I mean, you also learned from the original, or from the first four, that there is food, but it is cropped, like it is, you know, it is grown, it is harvested with great difficulty. But there are ways to survive, but you don't know where these places would be. As far as your mental picture of the Glasslands, it is flat, frozen, and dead.
Great. I might need things to survive in the Glasslands.
Yes.
I wonder if we could. Do you have canned foods in this marketplace?
Oh.
I need to get
Rations.
Yeah, I would rations, something like that.
Oh, yeah, there's
I would like
rations.
to.
Is there a virus going on here too?
Or
Toilet paper.
There is no toilet paper left in this team.
I need the toilet and hand sanitizer.
Any water that was in bottles is now just mysteriously missing.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Damn it, all the Puro.
I would like survive. Oh, is there like a survival store? Can I get? I want a survival kit. Yeah, something that could like,
kit?
you know, something that could survive.
multi-tool.
A trek like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife and some cans of Spam and rations. You know, something like
Nope.
that.
Sorry.
Nothing like
Nothing like that you can find. Like, there are your generic tools. There's rope, there's picks, there's spikes, that sort of thing. There's tent gear, but you all should already have most of that
I know.
stuff
I was
already.
like, I have a lot of.
You're. I mean, outside of rations, you're all as equipped as probably you can be.
I would
for
like
this space.
to pick up another rope because I lost mine off the side of the tower.
Okay.
So I'd like to acquire that.
Sure. You find someone who sells like rope, cord, twine, that sort of thing. Very gruff-looking dwarf.
We got rope. You want rope?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What kind of rope?
What kind do you have?
Got this kind and that kind.
he points out he's got like regular hempen rope. He's got elvish rope, which doesn't fray or break unless it is intentionally cut by its owner. And he's got a couple other. Yeah, that would be the most useful to you.
I'll take the elvish rope, please.
Good choice, good choice. That will be just 15 silver.
All right. And do you have any? You don't sell. You just sell rope. Is that all? You just rope?
Baby, what are you looking for?
Rations.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's off. Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for
right.
bringing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he's got rations, mostly dried meats, bacon, and oilskin, that sort of thing, like things that are ready to be prepared or that are already prepared. Some hardtack style bread, like just stuff that will last. And yeah, a bushel of it is not expensive, so you're loaded up, and it's negligible amount of money. I think wrap that in with your rope.
Seeing I actually only have a bedroll, I will be buying a tent, but it is a 2-person tent.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
buddies, tent buddies.
Or is it like 2 normal people-sized tent, or is it
Oh,
like
it's
2
2 normal
gnomes and
people.
then
It probably could fit all of us. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll take care of that.
We'll get
Okay.
cozy.
You find a shopkeep for that, and it's just 25 gold. It's not
Plus-
expensive. Yes.
Is there anything star-hardy in this little marketplace that I should definitely get?
Not really. I mean, it's mostly just like goods. There's some like tchotchke, steam fang stuff, but nothing of note that you would feel even inclined to steal if given the opportunity. Just normal shit for the most part.
Okay.
My friend, your clothes already. Come back, please.
I'm back. I like hop to it.
All right, here you go. You are now dressed. You are now beautiful. Are you, sir, in the black?
Yes.
Have some more black.
But look! And he opens the black coat and it's just fucking like rainbow fur that shimmers in the light. Like the firelight dances across it, bounces back, and it's like it's vomiting a rainbow onto the floor of the mountain. It's beautiful, no?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful, wonderful. I knew you'd like it.
And he like gives a very exaggerated wink.
Yes. Your friend here took great care of you. I hope you like the prize.
And he goes and
I
puts it on.
thought that you should sparkle on the outside too.
Now I've made this the lining, so if you don't want to show off the rainbow, you just keep it all buttoned up.
Yes, I appreciate it.
What if you're
very-
feeling festive? Flip it around. Rainbows for all.
Around. If you're feeling festive.
I put it on with the rainbow inside.
Yeah.
You save it for a special occasion, I know.
Of course you will.
All the vibrancy close to your heart.
I appreciate it, Starheart. I really do.
I did a good deed.
No good deed goes unpunished.
And you're already wearing your stuff because he dressed you up. You paid immediately. So yeah, you guys are good to go.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we go.
Yeah, we head off into the glass lands.
Wait, are we just walking? Do we have like a wagon or something? Or we're just walking? We're walking. It works for Mando. I'll do it.
Wee wee.
Oh, wee,
Wee.
Yeah, we generally have like a heading.
Sure. Would you? I will offer this. Would you like to ask anyone to join you as you go north?
Yeah.
I imagine that Skeleton Man, Jed.
Oh, Jeb.
Jeb
He's
is
just-
totally
Jeb is
coming with
coming
you.
to
Yeah.
tag
He wouldn't miss it.
Who's available?
Who wants to die?
I mean, okay.
Oh.
If you name a character that you're interested in taking with you, I could tell you whether or not they would go with you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if there's, we can save that time.
I would like.
I mean, are you going to force your fan club to come with you and carry your phone?
Nope.
Also,
No, they can hang out here in Steam Fang.
I have a
Forge,
question
Fange.
before we leave
Things.
for the group.
That would be now.
Great. Good choice in drinking.
Taking out a bill.
So
Sorry. Justin says Andre and the Amazing Technicolor Goth Cape.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, so I have these mirrors. That was my mirror sound. And so to my understanding, like if I have this mirror and then say if I give you that mirror, then you can look into it and you can see me and then I can look into it and see you.
Is this correct?
That is correct.
So I'm wondering, should I hold on to them in case we need to talk to each other, or should I give one of them to someone here and hope that it doesn't have a short radius?
Why would we need to see anyone here?
I don't know, in case we missed them? Or in case there was like, hey, there's an explosion, someone else is gonna blow this place up, or, you know, like the happenings. That's why I bring it to the group.
I believe it might serve us better to have both of them for now, until we know.
I think Or would say the same.
All right. Is there anyone you would ask to come with you?
Who?
I want to give it to Jackpot.
June and Binkle. Who's
Oh,
John?
give it
John
to
and Binkle.
Binkle is Fizzbinkle,
Oh,
who
yeah.
is like a master like gearsmith
Yeah.
from Copperforge.
Yeah.
He's got new legs now as well.
Fizz Binkle.
Oh,
And
Fizzbinkle.
then Jun. Fuck, who is Jun?
I'm just.
I don't remember.
Well, Ketra knows whoever.
I know!
Fizzbinkle could be a really good
Oh, what
person.
about Hush?
Hush is one of my.
Oh, Jun.
favorites.
Got it.
June.
This is the guy with the, he's the white
Oh,
kobold
yeah.
with the weasel.
Huh?
Hush. Should ask Hush. No?
You could always ask.
Right.
But-
I'm asking everybody. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, I think Hush.
Hush the magic dragon.
Nah.
The king's not gonna come with us. That'd be
No.
nice.
No.
He's got a kingdom to run.
Hush.
Mm. Yeah, Hush.
Do we like this hippo guy enough to ask him?
Oh, he just makes clothes. He won't be useful.
Okay.
He's cute though, but he won't be. 9.
We,
There's also Greyflower and Fizzbinkle
And Klaxon.
and Klaxon.
Who else? There's another guy.
Wait, isn't
I mean, guys,
Fizzbinkle
there's Jarrett Valmir. There's all kinds
Jarrett?
of folks.
Jared's kind of grumpy pants.
and the gentleman that was serving with us is now like the servant to the king. The one who failed his king before, who got killed. But now
Oh,
he's,
the emo dude?
yes.
He's now the right hand of the king.
Right.
He's not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
What about Hush?
Okay, so give me your list and I'll just tell you
Great.
who.
Hush.
Hush.
Uh-huh.
No. Who is Fizzbinkle? Because Ketra is saying that Binkle is the weasel's name.
Binkle is the weasel's name.
But Fizzbinkle.
Yeah,
I
Fizzbinkle. There are two Binkles.
Got
Yeah, I
it.
thought there was Fizzbinkle. Was
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fizzbinkle is one. He's on our list.
Fizzbinkle is here. Klaxon is here. Jung and Binkle are also here. Jung,
Klaxon and Fizzbinkle are on my list.
What's the biggest difference between those two?
It doesn't matter. We're gonna ask
between
everybody.
which two? Binkle and Fizzbinkle?
And Klaxon.
Okay, Klaxon. So he was all about automaton powered by specifically the seed of the mountain.
Okay.
So when the mountain went, all of his machines died. So he's relearning his entire craft here in the Steam Fangs.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas Fizzbinkle is more of just like he's like a MacGyver of gearsmithing. So he can fucking whip shit up like nothing. He's a genius.
I think I thought
They're both
that was
geniuses, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, I
Fizzbinkle would be the one.
Ooh, I have friends that are in the Steam Fangs. Remember?
Tan the
do
giant.
you do? You have actually. You could probably take a squad with you.
I'm going to ask that of the squad, and then of course
Parn Elos.
I'm gonna see if Parn can tag along.
Who's the squad?
A squad of soldiers because I know them. Just a
Oh.
squad. My squad, yo.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The Boob Army?
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's the Boob Army.
Parn is granted leave by the king because he's royal guard. It's easy permission from him since the king's looking out for you right now.
So
And Parn brings 3 soldiers with him.
Excellent.
So Jeb is with you. Hush decides to tag along, but can't guarantee that he will stay because business is booming. So if he gets hired for a job, he will leave and take that work.
So we have Jeb, Parn, with his 3 soldiers, 2 soldiers,
3.
3 soldiers.
3 soldiers.
I got it too. Okay. Great. Who else? Oh, Binkle and Klaxon.
Oh, Fizzbinkle and Klaxon?
Klaxbinkle.
Klaxon does not go with you. He wants
Figured it would.
to relearn
Yeah.
his craft here.
Didn't think so.
But Fizz,
Oh, yeah! Let's go.
Everyone, get your cold gear. We'll head out
And-
very soon.
Paragon Twinkle Toes.
Yes.
Tiny toes. Tiny toes.
Tiny Toes.
Tiny toes.
Tiny toes.
Tiny toes.
Tiny toes.
Paragon joins you, of course. Like just sidled up right next to Starheart the whole time.
I was gonna say, does he comment on my appearance?
You look so ravishing, my dear. I cannot believe I've been away from you for more than a day.
I'm gonna regret this.
And he just regales you with all of his travels as you're walking through the glass.
And then I got a salad.
I was gonna say, it's like first I woke up and then I looked around. And
thought
then...
of you.
And it was great.
Okay, so just to recap, so it's the 3 of us, and then we have Jed, Parn, plus his 3 soldiers, Hush, Fizz, and Paragon.
Damn.
Yes.
We have a party of 8.
That is a team.
Wait, I'm missing one. Wait, how do we get it to 8? Oh, yes. 8, 3, 4. 7. Yes.
Oh, plus us,
Yes, plus you.
11.
It's gonna be the Donner Party.
No, it's not.
All right. So between the lot of you, you're able to gather a wagon. You've got horses. You are actually more mules because these are dwarves. They don't use full-size horses. So more mules, but yeah, you get 2 wagons, mules. So there's 4 to each vehicle.
Oh, that's smart.
Fizz continues to walk. Yes,
Should we have less people for your brain to come with us?
it's all good.
He wrote him down, so he's got him down. That's magical.
That's just a courtesy. if it's.
I could have said no at any time.
This is true. Okay. Okay. So then we have a wagon.
Yes.
A wagon.
And they've also geared themselves up as best as they possibly could.
Perfect.
They all went to Hebo after seeing your threads, of course.
They went to the hub.
Oh yeah, I showed.
They went to Hebo Duckfoot. And
I showed him
all
the
got
duck
there.
foot.
Yeah,
They all got discounts.
absolutely. The only one who isn't wearing anything is Hush. I mean, not wearing.
Whoa!
No, he's wearing his normal garb.
Right.
Right.
Wait, isn't he like skeleton-like?
He's quiet.
Hush? No, he's
me.
He's an ancient
I just
Kwai.
always imagined he was like almost translucent.
He is extraordinarily pale. He has
Okay.
white hair and practically white skin and just very gaunt. So he's lived to an age that most elves don't. So he's a couple thousand years
Tell
old.
me your secrets.
Don't die.
All right, I'm working on it.
So you, after the king arranges for the rear gate to be opened, it has not been opened for generations. So it takes the chains that were built to lift it have rusted solid, so they have to bring in and basically wedge the sucker up. So once you go out, there's no guarantee that you will be coming back in this way.
Right.
Well,
So you all say your goodbyes. The friends who don't stay, it's like your family and stuff. They sort of wave you off. Your father, shoots you a look, but then a nod.
When they wave me off, is it with the tone of go get him, Starheart?
About half and half. Some are very concerned because you're going to the place where things die. But Greyflower seems to be like, have fun.
okay, yeah.
Don't know
Go
what
get
you're
him,
doing,
kid.
But
Go get him. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Something I just kind of want to have on the table for you in the back of your mind.
Mhm.
I want to know what happened to Eel.
Yeah.
This is something I've been wanting to know for a long time. So I just want you to be aware that that's something Starheart wants to know. Really bad.
Excellent.
Okay.
To the Deadlands.
Yeah.
The Glasslands.
All right.
Wait, it's not the Deadlands?
It's the Glasslands.
It's both. The
dead-
Glasslands are what the common folk call it. The Deadlands is the direct translation from the Gala language. I'm a nerd.
Okay.
Yes,
So we're both correct.
you're both correct.
But
It is the
mostly right.
Deadlands and it is the on a map. It is the Glasslands.
Oh, man.
To the,
Stupid map.
to the Gala, it is the Deadlands, and this is the country that nobody goes to. Jarrett's from there, but no one else has been there that you know of.
We should have asked
We
him.
should have asked freaking Jarrett.
Yeah.
You didn't want to tell us he was from there like 2
He's-
minutes
You
ago?
all have known that for a fucking
Okay,
long
okay,
time.
This is true. This is
Ad
true.
So many
nauseum.
times.
He wears purple. People from there were fucking purple. He's from Gala. He's from Quarry. Anyway.
All right,
Nice.
is the gate still open?
Oh my god.
Go, 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 go.
Decision made. Yes.
Well
Fine.
then.
I miss
You all said that he was an idiot, so it's your fault.
It is freezing
Yeah.
out here. It is super cold. The cold cuts straight through the clothes, and you're barely north of the
Even
mountain at this
mine?
point. Yeah, I mean, you're not taking damage,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
doing its job. You're
Right.
not freezing to death.
Right.
You're beginning to think your tent might not necessarily be enough for this weather. The wind is whipping. The carriages the mules are not happy, but they're also wrapped up and warmed and all
Okay,
that.
thank
They have
God.
blankets.
Oh my gosh.
But it's a slow
I thought
drive.
they smelled bad on the outside.
As you the first day, we'll say, it's just walking into nothing.
Right.
And eventually the mountain is just caught behind just this cloud of white as the snowy, dust of this land whips around you. There are few stones rising beyond this point. There's ice. There's places that might have been lakes, but you can't tell because the ice of the land kind of cuts over the ice of the water, bodies of water.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I take out the medallion, is the blue line still pointing to Copperfish?
Mm-hmm. Each show is
I have
a
a
big
feeling.
gaping hole.
I have a feeling that 1/8 small scale dude is actually
A
a
dude.
dude.
Mm.
I just don't know how to unsmall it. But I did get
Don't be a
ton of
small dude
potions.
and throw it.
I did get a ton of potions.
Sun starts setting
Definitely want to start.
I would like to look for
Camping.
a place to camp.
There is a place to
Some
camp.
shelter.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shelter. There's no plant life that you can see. The stones, like I said, are too far away to be worth it to go and travel. You'd be just basically just protecting yourself against the wind with that tent, each other's body warmth. But now there's more of you. They have their own tents as well.
All 8 of us are in the same tent for 2.
Yeah. So yeah,
Real
the
cozy.
3 of you are in the tent for 2. Everyone else has brought their own. So Parn has their military tents for him and his. Jeb doesn't bother with it. He's just kind of walking around. Wow, it sucks here. It's just terrible. This is so boring. And then
As that's happening, I'd imagine it's like snow everywhere, or soon. Or no?
yeah, snow, ice, dust.
I'd like to just like set up the tent and then like pack an igloo on top of it in a way to try and make it a
keep
little
it
bit
easy.
warmer.
Performance check.
Performance check. All right.
Or actually, survival check.
Ooh, good.
Survival check.
Very good.
Load.
No.
Ooh.
23.
Yeah, you are able to. So you catch the wind. You kind of like make a quick little prayer to sort of tap yourself into what's going around here. Like you to get a sense of the weather. So you know, like, okay, the wind's probably going to continue from this direction for a while. So you build this sort of half dome igloo thing to protect you from the wind. That cuts a lot of the cold out. So you all are fairly warm, but there's no fire going either.
Should I cast Sacred Flame?
That's
Make a baby fire? I know. It's not quite what it is, but
Who, if anyone, will take watch? Or do you see a need for watch?
Can we see how far?
guessing it's
However far your
snows.
vision is, cut it by like a third just because of the way the wind is whipping and there's all this snow in the air.
I'll take watch.
I'll take second watch.
I feel like that's smart. And while I'm out, I'm gonna take out my little wrecking ball
Thank
just to see.
Echo Whip. Thanks very much.
Echo.
Welcome to the tavern.
Thank you.
I want to see if it like points in any direction to give me just an idea of if there is something nearby
Valuable.
that is valuable that could also. I don't know. It seems like it makes sense in my head.
The wrecking ball?
Yeah.
It does point slightly northwest.
Okay. And that is beyond our vision. I'm
Yes.
guessing? Okay. Is everyone else like asleep?
Yeah, everyone else is taking
Oh,
their rest.
yeah.
Hush doesn't seem to have a tent. You actually can't really find him at the moment. But every now and then, when the snow is kind of like whipping around, you see Eel kind of cutting in and out of it and disappearing.
Did you say northwest?
Yes.
Okay. Eel's okay. Eel's doing his eel thing. Okay.
Eel is very eely.
I'm gonna while I'm out here, I'm gonna look at the little tiny 1/8 scale dude.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna talk to it.
Okay. What are you gonna say to it?
Well, I think you're real, and I don't know how to untinify you. So, if you want to, like, do some mind melding stuff, that would be really cool. So I'm just gonna close my eyes, and if you want to say something, say something.
Oh, hello. We are
Hey,
Nerdsmith.
Thank you for the raid. Ah, friends. If you guys
Hello,
don't know, we are Nerdsmith. Sorry. Please go give them a follow. They're also wonderful tabletop RPG content creators, and they got a million shows going on every 5 seconds. I don't know how they do it. They're fantastic and they're super nice. So go say hi, and also welcome, friends. Our friends have currently just headed to the Glasslands, also known as the Deadlands, north of the Steamfang Mountains. Pretty much a place where things and everyone goes to die. Hooray!
What fun.
So much fun. I'm glad we're doing this. This
All right,
is
so-
exactly where I want to
much
go.
fun.
You talk to the statue.
Jeremy the Narwhal is here.
Thank you, Jeremy the Narwhal.
Everybody's just saying, Jeremy the Narwhal.
Jeremy, you're a narwhal.
I don't know.
That's probably what it would sound like. Excellent.
Oh, right. Oh, so you talk to the figure.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I didn't think anything would,
Let's see what happens in your watch. Nothing.
Nothing.
So
Tra-la-la-la-la.
you all sort of finish your watches, and Parn offers to take the last watch. Thankfully, everyone survives the night.
Oh, that's good.
When the sun rises, you find there's one extra occupant in your tent.
Like a humanoid?
Hello.
But
Wait, do we recognize this person?
You do. He looks a lot like the figure that you were just talking to before you went to bed.
Oh,
who's this?
Hello.
he was my pocket man.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
What?
Excuse
I
me.
was
Huh?
your what?
No, you. Okay, so
Go on.
you.
Where am I?
Oh, the Glasslands.
Wait.
Say it.
No. Shush.
Who is this?
Explain
So-
faster.
Oh my gosh! Will you stop interrupting my thought process?
Yeah, think faster. There's people wanting to know what's going on, namely me.
Okay, you were a tiny 1/8 scale version of you, and I kept you in my pocket. But I also stole you. But you were on a shelf, and the person who had you on the shelf is no longer with us.
So she saved your life. You're welcome.
You're alive again.
Thank
now.
you. The last thing I remember is an old lover coming to my house, and well, she pointed at me, and it's the last thing I remember.
Oh, she
Huh.
sounds like a real not winner.
Well, it looks like she won. I woke up in the Deadlands.
But you're also not tiny anymore.
Or alone.
How big is he? Like, what's his size?
He's 6'2", pretty broad. Again, wonderful finery. Like he's got excellent clothes. Fucking freezing right now though. He's not dressed for this weather. He's got a couple pearl-handled swords on his belt. It looks like a lot of what he's got is more for show, less for actual fighting.
A lot
even though
good
he's-
that's gonna do you out here.
Even though it's not clearly not going to fit him. I give him my coat, and I just kind of wrap it around his shoulders.
Thank you. Well, my name is Jeremiah. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you all. I guess I'm going to die now.
I do apologize. We're already a days out from Steamfang.
That's fine. I guess I'm happy to not be on a shelf anymore. Say, how is Ralphel?
Oh,
Rebuilding.
Rebuilding.
Right, haven't seen Ralph in a long time.
Rebuilding from what?
So I
There's a lot that happened. How long have you
wait,
been gone?
wait.
I don't know. What time? What year is it?
Can
Do we know what you?
because
It's
no
like-
I so
Mid 3000.
Because
I'll tell him.
oh you'll tell okay.
I've been gone for about 250 years. Shit.
Well, you know, meteor strikes, stuff like that. And they had to borrow some money from Copperforge, of course.
Bad guys.
Bad guy.
It doesn't exist
I
anymore.
understand.
And,
Well, I guess I am here for you all now. As good as that can do.
I give him my flask,
Oh,
Cheers.
figuring he needs it.
something to warm him up a bit.
no.
Glug, glug, glug.
So.
yeah, you've been gone for a long time.
So, long story, really short. I'm Starheart.
Hello.
Hello. This is Boobo.
Hello. Booba.
Hello.
Andre.
Andre. Pleasure. It's morning. I guess we should get moving.
Do you want to know what we're doing, or can you just?
Or do
tell
you
me
know
the look
something
on
that
our
we
faces?
don't?
How did I bring you back? Did you hear me when I talked to you? Did you mind meld?
No.
Thank you for the
Thank you
sub,
for the
Ugo.
sub.
Thank you.
The re-sub. 20.
Oh
Well, tell me what baby animal I am now.
That's it. I'm on to. No, don't sub. The 24 months.
So sad.
No. That's a
Listen,
full
if we are in
year.
the Glasslands,
2 years.
Yeah.
well, you're either here to meet the Quailem, you're here to die, or you're here looking for something ancient.
You see me shaking my head and then nodding.
You're going to want to travel northwest. If you think the Glasslands on their own are treacherous, that path is protected.
By what?
Sahlen.
Oh, hey, no, that's good. Wait, so, yes. We are going because, have you heard of Hortiel?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's my friend, and he gave us a message, and he was like, hey, so, okay, also, we're trying to, everyone's better at explaining stuff than me, so you want to jump in and just,
Just say
Letting
it.
you do your thing.
okay,
But,
so, the god Cloaked
Yes.
is currently being, metaphorically and realiforically
Oh yeah, we've
chained
got to break his
down.
chains.
So, we were instructed to break his chains
Are
of
you, are you a chain breaker?
I'm an actor.
Great.
Wait, do you sing?
I'm an actor.
What do you act?
Well, generally plays about the gods.
All
I'm
right.
fairly well versed in a bunch of the arcane and all of that. But
Do you
I'm
know
not-
about Hortiel?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, we have to find one of his starlights that fell and then grab her hand and hopefully use it to free Cloak.
She'll
I know
guide
it's
us.
a lot to take in.
Well,
But it's not? I mean, we're kind
I
of
was a
doing-
statue a moment ago. I'm just.
Yeah,
Nothing seems insane anymore.
we're kind of a big deal around
Really?
these parts. So, you're with a good group.
Yes, and you can entertain us in the evenings. So
But how did
I
you-
say
How'd you alive yourself?
it's a great question.
I don't know. But I'm grateful for it.
Is it snowing outside?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like stick my tongue out and like catch a few flurries and see if anything magic-y happens to me.
You get snow on you.
I figured, but yeah, I'm just trying to come up with any.
It's no magic snow.
Maybe I really am a deity.
well, maybe you said the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you
my-
tell him?
I said, okay, I was sitting here and I
Mhm.
had him here, and I said, hey, my name's Starheart. No, I don't even think I introduced myself. He knew who I was, and I let him know. I said, I think you're real, and if you can hear me, you need to do a mind meld thing with me, okay, buddy? Because I think you're real in there, and if you know how to free yourself, you gotta let me know how. And then I just thought about it, and then I didn't hear anything, and then someone tapped me on the shoulder, told me to take a nap, and now I'm here.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I'm right here. Well,
Yeah, he made it.
shall we?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Start packing up.
Yeah.
Clearing the snow off the gear and
everything
everything.
is packed up. The wagons are loaded. Hush is nowhere to be found.
Oh, I love
Um,
that.
Hush is out and about somewhere, looking.
Sorry, Haley's being amazing.
Baby zebra.
I know.
I had a baby
It's like
zebra.
doing this, like, flip.
Yeah, so you all continue on your way for a little bit, and you see an outcropping of stone ahead of you, a little bit to the east. And it looks like it's been recently assembled.
Oh.
There's a bit of a glowing light from it.
What was
Is
to
this
the,
off
sorry,
the path from the...
This is off. There is no path, but yeah, this is off of direction of where you're
You
headed.
said it's what is glowing?
It's glowing.
There's a ring of stones, and it seems to be glowing, but it's a little bit further off in the distance.
Is it like Stonehenge size?
No, they're fairly low to the ground. It's hard to tell scale because there's nothing to compare it to. But it
Is it the type of glow that Mooncatch would give off?
no.
Oh, okay.
There's something magical or godly about this light.
Fellow travelers, do you see that light over there?
I'm already walking towards
Okay, well, that's happening.
That's just Starheart.
Well, I guess
Starheart.
just letting you know that Starheart is going that way, and I'm going to
You
follow.
should probably follow.
Yes,
Keep the
yes,
team
yes.
together. I
like,
agree.
I like to imagine in my little bloomer pants some kind of penguin walking.
Yeah.
Just like, especially especially if it's through snow, just like.
I'm just gathering more and more snow. It's like, oh.
You all you approach this space and you feel a warmth sort of circling around these stones. So they're all they're cut and they're hewn in a way that makes a circle. There are 4 entrances. So there's 4 pieces that are curved that form a circle. The light's coming from the center. As you get closer, you can see that the light is coming from a glowing pool of liquid.
Huh.
Probably water, you're not sure. And then there are silhouettes of figures. There are 3 figures who are inside of this circle.
Oh,
Like
so
living figures.
we just see shadows from the light that's...
Yeah, the light is so radiant that you just see their silhouettes, and they're sort of standing.
Are they, or do we hear something like a chant or anything like that?
You don't hear words. You hear a sort of hum, and it seems to be coming from the pool.
And they're sitting on the edge of the pool, or in it.
They're standing, out at the edge of the pool.
Okay.
What are they wearing?
Can't tell. Silhouette.
Shadows.
They do seem to be feminine shapes.
I walk in.
You do?
I don't have anything to fear here.
Okay.
Must be nice.
The rest of the camp sort of hangs back, and again, Hush is nowhere to be found. And you have, so there are three women. They're Kwai, it seems. It seems our paths have crossed at last.
Do I know you?
Andre? Says the first one. Monroth, says the second. Cabe.
They know you.
They speak in concert together.
Oh.
You have abandoned the god S. Luidwin. It is time for you to come back home. We are the White Waters of Luidwin. We are here to purge the stain of Clote from this land. Do not be afraid.
Are we too far away to hear all this?
No, you hear it, but they're whispering, but their voices carry across this nothingness and echo. You all hear everything that's happening.
Do I, like, from my father's teachings at all, is this familiar?
No.
No.
You have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Does it, because I don't have this ability anymore, do I get any sense of just intuitive sense of if these are good people or bad people?
Make an insight check.
In the box.
12. You get the impression that they sincerely believe they are doing good.
Okay. But
Andre,
they could be evil.
Monroth, Cabe,
Don't like it.
they say again. And seemingly out of nowhere, all 6 of their arms are around you and pulling you down into the water. It will be over soon.
Uh-oh.
And they push you into the glowing water. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah. They jump him and they shove him into the glowing pool of water.
Yikes.
Shoot, can I do
right.
something?
No.
No.
Next week.
Next week.
Well, next week we
Plan
can.
for next week.
Okay.
Oh, what's your health at right now, bud?
I'm pretty sure it's low.
Yeah.
Did you
it's
heal? Did
Like,
you heal up
I've
at all?
healed some during the short rest, but I've got
Oh, that is not a heal.
some.
Sorry.
This will be fun.
Yes.
We might need some help next week.
Hooray! I
Wow.
shouldn't close that.
Oh, man.
We have, yeah. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this week. Also, join us tomorrow night for Perception Check, which is our Filtered Friends show. For any of you who may have just joined us, we are Perception Studio. We have multiple shows here. On Monday nights, we have Cinephilia, which is our movie talk show, followed by Quarter to One, which is a twisted game show where you can torment the contestants. Tuesday nights is this show, Sahlen's Legacy, live play D&D. And then Wednesday, same thing. Tomorrow night, make sure you join us. And keep posted in our Discord for any upcoming studio days where we'll stream pretty much all day, all kinds of different games that we normally don't do during the week. Yeah, we have plans for this one. We're going to troubleshoot and then let you know. We don't want to promise what we cannot do, but we have plans.
For this one, for us?
Nope.
For us, plans?
Nope.
No, studio day.
Oh.
See, this is great.
Sure.
Is there a painting up there?
Hooray. So, and as always, we're going to pay it forward with a raid. But before we do that, I've been Danny.
I'm Andrew.
Diva.
Ryan. Hooray. And things are going to get batshit crazy next week. So make sure you
That's
come
right.
back. I'm glad we're here. We're in the Glasslands. We fucking are making it. Woo! Hooray. Vertalaw, thank you very much.
Vertalaw,
man, I
thank
can't
you.
wait for the next session. So glad I found this. Thank you very much. One of our all, if not all, the majority of our back episodes are all on YouTube. And there's also VODs for the recent ones if you want to catch up a little bit more. Tonight was a bit quiet because it was a bit of a resetting and redirecting of where the story was going. And it was entirely up to them. They made a choice, and that's where we're going to continue through. So it'll be a little more action-packed next time. More violence, more good stuff. I love that shit. So, hooray. But lots of story, lots
We're
of
gonna
good
read
stuff.
Nakubaya.
Gonna raid Naku! Yay! Give Naku all love. He's a wonderful dude. And yeah, he was one of our very, very first mods. We love Naku. Hooray! So thanks for joining us, everybody. Appreciate you. We'll see you around. Join the Discord. I'm gonna put it in there. Woo! Goodbye!
Bye, everybody.
I'm so gonna bitch slap
wait.
those women.
Who are you gonna bitch slap, Diva? Say it louder for the chat.
The liquid women with my glove.
The liquid
The
women.
glowing evil women.
And Ray.
Hooray!
The white waters of Luidwin.